wake up, everybody? It's your girl Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk for the match reaction for what? Man United versus Chelsea. What was the score? 4-0. 4-0. We will be joined hopefully shortly soon by Choppers and Nathan. So I'm just doing a little bit of a solo one now. So we just set some stuff up and whatnot. But hey, we here and whatnot. But hopefully, you guys are good and whatnot and doing well because I am guest. I'm I'm super guest. You know, I'm very guest. You know what I'm saying? Me? Yes. Yes, all of the above. Yes, 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 yes. Hope you can like the video. We got one like so far. Can we get the likes up to, like goal can be 40, 50, 50? What might as well. As the title says, top four is secured. We just needed to get a draw. Wait, why did I write 4-0? It was 4-1, of course. Oh my god, typical. People it went too quickly. Thank you. It was 4-1. God, I wanted to Yo, okay. We're gonna sort that out. We're gonna sort that out. You know what? We'll sort that out once the people come. But yeah, it's 4-1. Why the hell did I say 4-0? Hey, I think I got two guests. But hey, we won. That's the most important thing. We won. Okay? Which I wanted. I did say four. What did I say? I actually said four. No, I didn't. I said 2-0. That was my initial um there we go. That was my initial prediction, and I was wrong. But I'm happy. And it's been a while since we scored four more than three goals, basically. It's been a while. We're gonna talk about all of it. But yeah, I'm gonna sort this out as we go and as we bring people in and whatnot. But hope that everybody's doing well. If you're new here, make sure you do subscribe if you want to see more content on the channel. Yes, yes, yes. And people, this game, I still am shocked that it was 4-1. Yes, I know it says 4-0. That was my bad. I got too hyped, but I'm still shocked. But yeah, also join the membership. Another way to support the channel. We got super chat as well as we are monetized. So hey, but you do support simply by basically watching, liking, subscribing. All those things are free. So hey, let me say hi to the people. Benjamin, Carlos, big up Jordan, big up GTV. Big up. Leveling says, never could have imagined that would be here after all the suffering we experienced in the past. Now only a Qatari purchase will make this season even more amazing. Come on, United. Wouldn't that be great? Oh yes, 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 yes. Uh let's go. Big up Luca. Big up Tato says, we've done it, Sophie. Yes, we did. Yes. Big up to Lumba. Yes, 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 yes. Big up Danny. Oh no, the Twilumba is fine. Danny says, have a good night. Thanks for the comes through out of the game. I come back. Hey, no worries, brother. We'll talk again. Big up Water says, let's go, Sophie, win the Champions League. Now to end the season high on Sunday and get the FA Cup. Yes, and then next Saturday get the FA Cup. Yes, yes, yes. Roses, congratulations. It's a statement. Win 100%. We coming for the FA Cup. Huh, we coming for it. One was that Chelsea gave up in the second half after that second goal because they really had good chances. They had some good chances. I agree with that. They did, but they just weren't able to nick it at the end of the day, which of course is unfortunate. But what are you gonna do? It's the history of the Chelsea. It's the history of the Chelsea. The history of the Chelsea, basically. It is what it is. But I'm gassed. I legit am really happy. I really am. So now we just move on to, resting a lot of players. This even though this win is really nice, it's a little bit like sour taste in my mouth with pause by the way, with the fact that Anthony did go had to get carried away from the pitch on a stretcher as he did. He got himself injured. That was unfortunate, but hey, hopefully he'll get a quick recovery. But it was definitely important to make sure that the job was done today. So now it's all fixed, by the way. So yeah, it was important. It was really important. We need to shout out some couple of people here. So for me, Casemiro, wow, 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 wow. Really good performance. He kick-started it with the scoring again, and he did. It was his only goal that he had against Bournemouth that won us the game, and then this game kick-started it. It took a long time before we got the second goal and whatnot, but we do, he was good. Wan Bissaka also wanna point out as well. Tolumba, yes. I'm not gonna lie. When Sancho was moved to the right, Brundle was looking a little bit more bright. Boom, boom. I ain't gonna lie. It looked good. It looked good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Play Maguire. Maguire, play. Might as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. I'm the one. Nope. No, we can have Maguire, Brandon Williams, play everybody that hasn't played it, play everybody else. Rest people. You need to rest. We have there's no that Fulham game. I don't care if we get trashed. Just let people just rest. But we will obviously talk more about the Fulham game for tomorrow because tomorrow I'm going to do a match preview, not just in regards to Man United, but also when it comes to like all of the games. Actually, we're going to preview all of the games. Pick up the Lewis Jackson. Hope you're doing well. Um, GTV says, "What are you going to do in the live?" I mean, this is the live. This is what we're doing. But yeah, hey, people, it was just, quite the interesting debacle of the game. I ain't got no words, but thankfully Nathan is here, so Nathan can speak for me because whew, whew. Big up, Nathan. Hope you're doing well. How are you, my brother? You good?
Oh, very disappointed with the game actually.
Hey, okay. Talk to me. Told him what we will rate the point
Disappointed.
later. Yeah,
I'm
big up.
disappointed we didn't beat them by more actually.
Yes, I see that.
But I mean, I'm really joking. Really, I just cared about winning the game. Really, the score mattered not to me at all today. I have to be
Yep.
honest. Um, hello, Taramba. Hey, Lewis. Excuse me. Um, I have a lot of actual critique, but if I'm being very honest, I just care more about the fact that we secured Champions League spots. Thank you, Ozan. Uh, Thank you.
Looks
So
good,
I've
fresh.
thank you. So yeah, I'm just kind of relieved, really. I mean,
Yes.
there is
But you
actually
and
a
I
lot to
have not
critique. I'm
really
not going to
been.
lie.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to lie. There's a lot to critique. There really is. I
Yes.
know when you look at the
Yes.
scorecard, you go, "What are you talking about, Nathan? You must be crazy." But I mean, you really, really have to. Like I look at it this way, right? I see how we perform, and I go,
Mhm.
yeah, we got City to play in the FA Cup final. If we had someone else to play in the FA Cup final, I wouldn't even think about it really.
Mhm.
But um, I don't know. Now I look at now like you said just before I came in. Who cares who we play for Fulham? I kind of do because I don't know how we managed to look rusty, even though we played a game from December 26th to the first week of April. We had a midweek game almost the entire time until the international friendlies. And then
Yep.
even after that till April we had midweek games.
Yeah.
They could be tired, but it's been like maybe a monthish now where we have not had cup games of any sort.
Mhm.
And they still look tired where we are only playing one game a week. So it's starting to like kind of make me worry what's going to happen to us in the FA Cup, if that makes
Mm,
sense.
it
Like
does make
like you said,
sense.
nobody cares about Fulham, but the thing about that is if we don't play anybody for the Fulham game, then
Mhm.
everybody is not sharp enough for the game.
I
Because
see
what
that.
what
I mean, when I
yeah.
said like, let's be honest, he definitely will be playing some
No,
of the players.
in another circumstance, I would actually agree with you. I wouldn't want anyone to play.
Yeah.
The
Because
problem
I'm thinking with
is that
Anthony getting
yeah.
injured and what
Yeah,
I mean,
do you know what happened? Because I'm watching the game on mute. Does anyone know what happened with Anthony?
they showcased the replay again, and it looks like kind of like it almost looked like his ankle got twisted in the tackle. Like it just.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
look
I
like
think he
the way he
twisted his
fought. You know
ankle.
what? It looked like his foot got caught in the grass. By the way, did you notice something?
What?
Gallagher was slipping all over the pitch, like on both sides of the pitch. Did
I
you notice
noticed that
that?
as well.
Like Gallagher
I
and
don't know.
who
Is there
else slipped?
something wrong
Somebody
with the
else
pitch?
slipped. Madueke slipped
Because I
even. I was
felt
like,
like there
what's
was the
going
same
on?
thing in the Bournemouth game. I was like, I've noticed there's been some slipping here and there. I'm like, do they
But the
water the
weird thing
grass
is,
too
it was only
much?
happening with the weird thing was it was only happening with Gallagher.
Gallagher,
That's the way.
that was
I
funny
feel I
when
feel
he
I
slipped
feel
and
like
then
something was
Rashford
wrong
was
with his
on it.
shoes. I feel like something was wrong with his shoes because I noticed only he's like falling all over the place, and it
Mm,
was kind of weird. I think maybe Madueke slept once, and I think Mudryk slept once, but I think it was all. If I'm not mistaken, it was all Gallagher. Every time there was like a slip, and it was
maybe.
really weird. I don't know. I was finding that really strange,
Mm,
actually. Um, Lindelof and Anthony slipped to yeah, that's true. Actually, Anthony did slip. Thank God he
mhm.
didn't get hurt with that
And
one.
Levelin says Martial
Uh,
slipped too. Yeah, people are
yeah,
slipping
I
all
don't
over,
know,
man.
man. It was weird. I found the slipping a lot today. Like, I just pointed out Gallagher because of the chance he missed, right? Because
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like relevant to the score and stuff. But
yeah.
I don't know what I found it weird. I don't know, very weird. But
Yeah,
hey,
it was.
Daz, you know what? Levelin hit the nail on his head on the head. His first statement. That's exactly, yeah, people said that in my chat. I was trying to be respectful and not laugh because I was like, come on, they're already not making Champions League. You don't have to make it worse now for them. But I read it, I was in my head, I was like just giggling. But yeah.
Yo, I don't give it
Uh,
because a lot of people are saying like Liverpool, oh yeah, they're gonna be winning all the rest of the games this season. But I can
you
see
know
Man
who said
United
it? You know
slipping
who
up.
said it? Because he came on they came on the chat and said it. You
Yep,
remember who said it? That's you don't need to out them. They're
it was
having a
bare
tough day
people,
today.
man. I can't even. There was
Yeah, no,
bare
but we don't
people.
need to out anyone. They're all having tough days today, so we can just leave it.
It's okay. They can
Uh,
enjoy it. Hold that
yeah,
though.
but
They can hold it.
Levelin made the best point. His
Let me
first
see.
point was exactly how I feel. The performance was really disappointing. I feel weird. I'm happy we won and confirmed top four, and I'm not satisfied. This is exactly how I feel. That's why I
Yeah,
wasn't sure exactly what to say when you asked me. This is exactly how I feel.
yeah, because that's
Shout
why I
out to
kind of felt
Levelin.
like I also felt like it's still weird to know like we got top four and whatnot, but I don't feel like the score line overall represents what the actual game was. Because there were moments where they had lots of possession, we were losing the ball here and there, sloppy, and then we weren't, when we were having chances, we weren't really clinical, which has been a current team throughout the season.
I remember. I'll go back to it. People laughed at me when I said our attack was the worst. I mean,
But you're not wrong.
I knew I wasn't wrong, but like people were like, only because I was just looking. Like everyone says, stats don't matter, right? But
Hmm.
if you don't count goals, shots, and shots on target as stats that don't matter, then why are we even watching football? Because goals win games.
Yes,
So
they do.
there's some stats where you can go, yeah, this, that, whatever, possession and stuff. It can fool you to a certain extent, but
Hmm.
goals and shots on target, they can't fool you. Those are stats that can't fool anybody. And we were doing a rundown on it right after the stream for the last couple of weeks, where I dragged back and I showed you a couple of games where we are going one shot on target for every three,
Hmm.
and we're not getting goals. And I was showing you our defensive pressures are the ones that are saving us.
Hmm.
And very disappointed David De Gea didn't get the clean sheet. I don't
Oh
know why
yeah.
we were just welcoming pressure 4-0 up. We were playing from the back. You know how I feel about playing from the back. I'm like, it's 84 minutes. Why are we playing from the back? Like,
It's just keep
this is
it.
the thing. And you know what's the worst part? Our home defense is the best. We're still in single digits. We're on nine now. It was on eight before this game.
Yep.
8 goals conceded at home. It was nine. On the 89th minute, after a
Like,
beautiful double
come
save
on.
where he snatched the ball, the double save where he snatched the ball out of the
Exactly.
air, like, and then he had all this space. And Jean Felix, I don't know why they're not playing Jean Felix ahead of Kai Havertz. He's clearly way better than him
Kai
at
Havertz,
center
oh
forward.
God, he is
I don't know what
horrendous.
Lampard is doing, but I love it. Don't
Hmm.
don't don't do it, Lampard. Don't play Kai Havertz. Don't play João Felix. Please
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, yeah.
Brilliant idea. Because
God.
to me, even Datro Fofana looked more threatening than Kai Havertz, and he was on for like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
No, Lindelof had to actually switch on when Datro Fofana actually came onto the pitch. He really had to switch on when he came onto the pitch because you could see that burst of pace, the way he was making runs. Lindelof had to switch on. Like
He
Kai
definitely had
Havertz
to.
was
I
doing
would.
nothing.
Yeah, he didn't. He was quite
And shout out.
anonymous.
There are any Chelsea fans here. Shout out to Lewis Hall. The moment I saw him, I thought he was a good player. Fizzed cross after cross after cross after cross just to find nobody on any of the crosses. Past three players, past Havertz's head, past whoever else. Fantastic. Great account of himself. Thought Madueke did decent. Enzo Fernandez dropped off but started off well. Everybody else was crap. And Kepa and Wesley Fofana, I don't know, they were passing the ball to us the whole time in the entire game. I was just
Yeah, I'm
thinking to
shocked
myself,
about
right? Everyone was
Fofana.
like,
Like Fofana messed up
like
for that Rashford goal.
fourth goal,
That
yeah.
was him.
I was like, Kepa's distribution is shit. Like he was picked ahead of De Gea in the Spanish national team. I'm like, what is this distribution thing?
I'm
I,
telling
I
you.
really, I sometimes I think to myself, like, what is this distribution thing really?
Mm-hmm.
Because today
Who's
Chelsea
it?
were passing the ball to us from the back all the time, and I
Yeah,
just didn't understand what was going on really.
yeah.
Garnacho should have had a goal, at least one, if not two. But
That would have been nice.
can I just say something? I don't know if you're gonna talk about him. First of all, really sad that Anthony got injured. But can I
Yes.
say
Go ahead.
3-on-1? He could have passed it with his right foot to Anthony Martial, turns his hips, passes with the left foot. Aspilicueta makes the comeback to tackle from behind when we were 3-on-1 in the attack.
Oh, that
Three
should have
on
made.
one. Why didn't he
Telling
just
you.
pass it with his right?
We got to. Oh, there were multiple. Oh my God, that one
But do
was
you
I was
remember
annoyed.
that one, Sofia? On
Yes, I do. I
that
do.
defender had to stay ahead of Martial. He just
Mm,
had to pass it with his right foot. And yes, Martial's touch was bad too, and then Aspilicueta could come and make the tackle from behind. But if you pass it to Anthony Martial earlier, he would have had more time to touch the ball and hit it in if he wanted to take a touch.
mm.
Like this, we keep doing this, like this left hand side thing with the left foot. It's really,
He needs to work on it.
but that's not a pass you need to work on, Sophia. That's the problem.
I
That's not
know.
a pass you need to work on. Like the cross with the right foot, fine. Okay, he needs to work on it. That particular moment in time, you don't
Mm,
need to work on that. That should be a pass you should make. Malacia gave what a lovely pass to Van Bissaka when Van Bissaka was on the left hand side. Van Bissaka takes the touch, decides to cross it, and I'm like, just shoot. You're open.
God.
What is this? He crosses it into
It's just
nothing. The
sometimes
pitch
just like
cleared.
simple stuff. It's like, please,
No,
please, like
but Sophia, you're saying simple stuff, right? He's open. There is no simple stuff. Just shoot.
that's
He's,
that is
he
what's
crosses it
supposed to be
in.
simple
He
though.
crosses it in into defense, into traffic. I like. Okay, I get it. You're not a lefty, but shoot from there. Does it even matter? Because
Shoot.
if you cross it and the defender clears it, it's not an attack. It's nothing. It's a nothing. It's not even a shot on goal. So I don't know. Yeah, it was really. And to shit on Anthony after he got injured, but that 3-on-1 thing, I was like, if no one calls that out, then you people are just like, it's just like, yeah, give him a season, give him a season. I'm like, bro, that pass anyone should be making. Anybody, whether it's your left or a right, you're 3-on-1. If you can't pass it to Anthony, pass it to Bruno. Bruno will pass it to Anthony. Bruno was in the middle of both of them.
Hmm.
Do something. It became a nothing at the end again. And Bruno gave one pass to Martial. It bounced off his feet. Right in the middle, he was open. Bruno was on the right hand side from the halfway line. Bruno lofted a ball to Sancho. It got caught up in his heels, kind of back kicked it because it hit the back of his heels. It went back. Like Bruno's so unlucky, he doesn't even get the credit for an assist for the fourth goal, according to PremierLeague.com. I'm like, how does he not get a credit for that goal? Like he should have had, like when he scored the penalty, I'm like, finally, finally he got something to show for today's
Yep.
game because
Yep.
no one was helping him out.
Nope.
Someone on the chat came and told me your midfield's really weak. I'm like, bro, my midfield is the only people that have scored. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like the midfield is the only one doing work.
Legit.
I was just like, oh, come on, man. Like, and everyone's like, yeah, Nathan, congratulations for one. I'm like, I mean, I guess, but like, people are like saying, yeah, we'll see you at the FA Cup final. I was like, yeah, I guess. No
I
one cares about the Fulham game now. So I was like, yeah, you might as well see me at the FA Cup final.
mean, we
I
will
don't
be
know. I was just
watching it, but
frustrated. What about anything that frustrated you that you saw today? That was really frustrating. Because that move with Malacia, where he went to the right hand side and Van Bissaka overlapped on the left, I was like,
for me, it was
when
more
did that
so
happen?
like it was what you were talking about, especially like when we were getting chances and we were like in transition, bam, like sometimes the way we move the ball a little bit too slow and we kind of stop, and then Chelsea players were able to get back into position. I'm like, no, just go. And we're seeing the glimpses of where they were able to do it. Obviously, we did score, but other times I'm just thinking, yo, if we can just keep doing what we're doing, which is
Yeah.
good, we'll get more goals. But you
Oh,
guys gotta be more on it.
Sancho could have slipped in Bruno when Bruno was overlapping on the left hand flank in the penalty box.
Hmm.
Decides to pass to Wan Bissaka, which gets cleared,
Yep.
almost gets countered, but Kai Havertz hits the ball out with his head when Lewis Hall crosses it into it. That was from Sancho not feeding in Bruno, who was open, but
Mhm.
decided to go to Wan Bissaka because he's closer.
Mhm.
And the defense read it and cleared the ball out. Like that was a mistake from Sancho on the right hand side as well. Uh, he was holding the ball too much. He was trying this fake shot thing in the penalty box. Just more defenders came in his way. It blocked him, blocked his shot from happening. Like, and the worst part is his assist was the most difficult of all the chances he had, whether it was to shoot or to pass to someone. The assist he gave Martial was the most difficult pass out of all those things he attempts he got. And I'm
He
thinking to
just
myself, like,
looked calm and
what are you
collected in
doing?
that
Like why
instant.
would you make your life difficult when you have easier choices? You don't. But then the assist is like the most trippy thing you do. I was like, I mean, I was really
But what did you
confused.
think about him though overall? Like when because I feel like I
He
mean
ran past Aspilicueta. I was like, come on, man. I was like, come on. Like, what are you doing? Garnacho runs past him. Rashford runs past him. Bruno ran past him. I was like, what are you doing? Like, for the love of God, just run past people. Like, seriously. How many times did Bruno try to go around Aspilicueta when Garnacho came on? How many times did he try from midfield to go around him? This is so frustrating. Just run, dude. Just run. Like, it's not that
Forest
deep. Just
run, Forest
run.
run.
I was like, come on, man. Like, I was just, it's so frustrating to watch. Like, I can't even explain to you. Like,
Damn,
there's
I know.
ample space. There's Aspilicueta. Even the Chelsea fans who loved him think he should go now. You can't run past that guy. Like, who knew I was going to rant after we win 4-1, right? Even I didn't expect it. It's just so frustrating to watch.
Hey, I get it.
It's,
We all get it.
it's not a false win because at the end of the day we outclassed them. But that first
We
half
did.
could have gone either that first half could have gone either way. It could have easily been 2-1 up before we scored the goal in injury time.
Yep.
Easily. I mean, we got a little lucky in that first half. Yeah, in the first about I would say in the first 35 minutes we were lucky we won 2-1 down, at least 2-1 down, because the header chance was fluffed and the Mudryk. I don't know what the hell Mudryk did. He probably should play for Spurs because I don't know what that shot was. That shot was
Yeah, I
Lewis
was
Hall should
like, that almost looked
Lewis
like a
Hall should have had four
toddler
assists.
did that. I was like, what the hell is
Lew-
this?
Lewis Hall should have had 4 assists.
Yeah, yeah.
The Gallagher one was as
He was
bad.
on it. But they just
Lewis
the
Hall was
thing.
the only one who showed up to
Yeah.
play. He's not
Yep.
on high wages. He has a
Yep.
lot to prove. He had a lot to prove. Noni had a lot to prove. Enzo is, that South American that they're always fiery, and
Yes,
everybody else was just there. Everybody else
I
was
agree.
just there. Like
It's a
still,
team of
and it took us
individuals.
90
That's what it
minutes.
is.
It took us 45 minutes to score 2 goals against them in the first half.
but we did
It's
it.
frustrating. It is frustrating, but we
This is
got
the
through.
things that
So,
needs to be addressed and that we need to work more and more on for next season because yo. But it was nice
but
to see
what?
like
But
4-1. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It was nice to see four,
yeah,
you
it
know?
was. But can I say something?
Go ahead.
Honestly, what have we paid for if we have to still work on it? What have we paid for? Can you honestly tell me Dan James wouldn't have fitted in our team? Tell me how Dan James is better or worse than Anthony and Sancho. And before anyone tells me they're ballers, for the love of God, one of them couldn't run past a geriatric man today. So please save the ballers part. I'm begging you. Not today. Dan James could play on the left wing and the right wing, and he could cross on both feet. And he actually used to challenge defenders and draw fouls for our team. Like he did what wingers do. And our wingers don't do what wingers do, at least most of the
He
time.
just needed to work more on his output though.
Yeah,
His
see,
output wasn't
Dan
there.
James is not of the quality of a Sancho and Anthony. Don't get it twisted. What I'm trying to say is he's a winger, and our wingers are not wingers,
I get what you're
and
saying. I
that's
get what you're
and
saying.
that's the difference.
Yep.
Because I saw Lewis Hall from left back whipping crosses today.
Yep. That's
Left back, not
we
left
need to
mid.
whip more crosses in. Like that is come on now. What the hell we doing
It's
with that?
just,
I don't get it.
I don't know, man. It's just a weird feeling. It's just a weird feeling. I don't know how to explain it.
But what
You
do you
wanna,
feel
you, wa-
about Casemiro though? His performance today.
well, I'll tell you when we do player ratings. Why spoil it until then? I think that's
Okay.
fair, right? He deserves that.
You know
Wait for
what?
player ratings for that.
We'll take
You
that
know?
at the end. Anything else that you want to mention with the game?
I
Do you
actually
feel like
wanted to
Ten Hag
ask
got it
you,
right?
I actually wanted to ask you, was there any points like I have mentioned, like circled out? Was there anything that you saw that I didn't see that annoyed you in particular? Oh, one more thing that annoyed me. Well, I don't know if you're going to mention it or not, but
Go ahead.
Victor Lindelof picks Conor Gallagher's pocket, feeds it to Sancho. Instead of Sancho taking the shot, he feeds it to Bruno. Bruno
Yes.
hits the
I was
post.
like,
Like,
Lindelof was
I'm
like
like,
up there, you
Lindelof
know?
comes all the way up, steals the ball, makes a nice pass.
I was like, come
Still
on.
don't take a shot. Like,
So it's safe to say that you weren't really happy with Sancho's performance, huh?
no, it's not that. It's just
Because
that, like, you know, I
I
don't
actually
I
felt
don't
like he
like.
was okay when he went to the right. I actually felt
I
he
guess
looked
what I'm
good,
trying to, but that was when he went to the right. That Lindelof thing was when he went to the right. He passed to Sancho, Sancho passed to Bruno, and he hit the post. That was Sancho who passed it to him.
but he still ended up okay. I
No,
still
no. What
felt
I'm
like
trying
there
to
was something
what I'm
on the
trying to say
right.
is
Yep.
okay. Okay, let me put it this way. Right?
Go
This is
ahead.
the real frustration. Sancho's
Go
a
ahead.
winger, whichever side you want to pick. He doesn't do winger stuff and he doesn't do forward stuff. For example, when Lindelof passed, slipped him in, he should have shot, right? That's what you'd normally do, right? You take
Mm-hmm.
an attempt. If Anthony wasn't one footed, he would have shot on his right foot. Let's just give an example. Or Rashford would have hit on his right
Yeah.
foot. Okay. He's not a winger wherein he doesn't cross the ball. So what kind of forward is he? Because he doesn't want to make attacking intent as in passes into the box. Doesn't want to
Mm-hmm.
cross the ball into the box. Then when he slipped in, he doesn't want to shoot. So what exactly does he? What exact kind of winger is he? That's why I'm frustrated.
I
Because
get it.
ability wise, you can see the ability. It's not like he has no ability. The thing is, when you don't do anything with ability, it's like Pogba. It means nothing. I said this on your channel. Can have all the ability in the world, but Bruno
And I
came
agree
there
with
and
that.
outclassed.
Yep.
And Bruno came then and had a better 6 months than you had 5 years. You
Mm-hmm.
still won a World Cup. Bruno still hasn't won anything up till now, until the Carabao Cup. Still performed better than you in 6 months than you did in 5 years. Same
Yep.
crap team. In fact, I would argue that Bruno had a crappier team because Pogba was injured for a lot of it, and we had to play
Yes.
Andreas Pereira and Juan Mata and
Yes.
whoever else we had to find in our team to play. So it's like for me, it's like, what do our forwards do? I can't like put my finger on it. They don't cross, they don't slip people in, they don't take on the defenders. Like what exactly do they? And everyone goes inverted. Yeah, but they invert to what? They invert to shoot. My midfielders can do that. Bruno does that. He's not a winger.
Yeah, I'm not
Bruno
gonna lie,
can.
like the inverted wingers.
It's
No,
bullshit.
no, I'm
It's
no.
just football complicated
I'm
by people
sorry.
who want to
I
complicate
needed to be
things.
more direct. I needed to be like, this is kind of why I really like Ganacho because he gives me that old school
Direct, he's
winger.
straight.
He's
I'm telling
just, you
you,
saw it. He
Aspilicueta
should
was
have
on
got some
wheels.
goals, but like he was
Yeah.
really giving it to a,
Did you notice?
to
Did you notice
Aspilicueta.
that Fofana was marking him, not Aspilicueta after some time? It was
Yes,
Fofana who was chasing him
that's
because
a good point. Yeah.
Aspilicueta is like, I can't deal with this guy.
Yep.
I'm gonna move into the
I
midfield.
I
I
I'm
can't
gonna
deal
get
with him.
nutmegged if I keep dealing
So
with this guy. Like, let me
so
move
that's
away.
what that's what I'm saying. It's like pick a lane and do it. Don't try to overcomplicate your game style because then when people don't know what to do. For example, if Vegos was tall and would take a header, he would run into the box because you'd cross. You don't do that. Okay, fine. You cut in and pass to him. Don't do that. You cut in and shoot. What's the point of having a striker? Makes no sense. It's like pick a lane or what kind of winger or be able to do all of it. If you can't do all of it, then you need to there needs to be some kind of drill where people know what people are going to do. Like, is he going
I
to take the
agree.
shot? Is he
It
going to
guys,
pass?
because
It's like,
that's the thing though. We have to like. That's what I'm saying. Like with you, we have to sort out the ownership. We have to get some new players in, and we have to fully, in the preseason, things got to be meshed. Work on these things. Figure it out. What are we gonna do? Because I'm
like,
like you said,
like,
I'm not here with the inverted shit. I'm not here with
yeah.
the
No, I
inverted winger
don't
shit.
mind the inverted shit, but mix it up. Like, mix in the gameplay. Like, when you see strikers run into the box, cross the bloody ball.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
I'm not telling you to cross it every time, but make sure you can do both things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like Rajat saying, Jaden's a lot more technical. He's better than Garnacho at control and passing. Yeah, but Rajat, Jaden had a chance to feed in Bruno, and we almost got countered by Kai Havertz on the other side because he wanted to pass to Van Bissaka in
Mm-hmm.
traffic. It doesn't matter if he's technical if he doesn't make the right decisions.
I see that.
Technicality and skill mean nothing if you don't make proper decisions.
Yep.
That's the thing.
That is fair.
That's the real problem. The problem is I don't have a problem with Jaden Sancho, but can someone explain to me how he didn't pass Cesar Azpilicueta one time? Can someone give me an excuse for that? One time. One time he didn't pass him. Even Malacia passed him and he came on at halftime. Like one time he didn't pass him. He didn't take him on.
He
Like,
doesn't really take on players that much
but
at all.
what? How is he skillful then if he's not going to use the skills to take on players?
I have
Like, how
no,
does that work?
because
But
I know
that's
he
what I'm
can
saying.
do
Like
it. I
Sophie,
just don't
that's
know
what I'm
why he chooses not to do it.
exactly. That's what I'm saying, Sophia. He has all the skills, doesn't use it, and everyone goes, he's a baller. But the baller doesn't use the ball skills. So what is he? What
Mm,
is he? I don't get it.
yeah. Would you
That's
then
the
be?
problem.
But what do you feel? Do you feel like you're willing to give him one more season, or thinking we need to cut our
I
losses now?
like him. I like him. He scored against Liverpool. I love the guy. But the
Hmm.
problem that doesn't mean he's not playing shit. There's a
Yeah, we
difference.
can still credit. Yeah, of course. Come on now, we can still be. You know, like we won 4-1, but we're still gonna be like
Yeah. I mean, we won
just give
4
our
nil
minds.
against Lampard with Dan James scoring
Yes,
in the season opener a long time ago.
season
We played
opener.
better football
Yeah, in the
back then.
1920
And we
season.
had
Yep,
shit players back then. We had worse team that time when we beat them in the season opener than this team. And we
yep,
still won 4 nil that game too.
yep.
It's
Good
just
point.
I just, I don't know, yeah. But when it comes to I'm telling you right now, I don't care what anyone says. Our forward line has let us down. You can say all you want about distribution and stuff, but at the end of the day, David Dea has the stats to prove that he has at least done some of his job, and the
Yep,
forwards have not.
yep.
That's the truth at the end of the day. There's a lot more failures up front than there are at the back. A lot more. So even that goal that we conceded with João Felix, it was from because we were just loose ball in the midfield again.
We're
No tight
losing too
passes,
much
no
of the
strict
ball.
passing.
Like we,
You're just
yeah.
flailing at the ball. We just slice the ball every time in the air. It's like I don't know. It's like we should really be celebrating, but I'm not going to lie. I'm worried about the City game. Let's just put it this way.
I think we can win.
Yeah. No, it's not that I don't think we can win, but it makes you wonder based on how they play, what are they going to do for the game? That's what I mean. Like, can we win? I've always said we have 50-50 chance. It's in a neutral
I
ground. We
genuinely
are
believe
one.
we will win. I'm just putting
No,
it
no,
out there.
I genuinely
You
believe,
know,
but when you look at this, let me put it this way.
we
Based
can
on
also get
today's game,
slapped,
do
but
you,
I'm trying to put it out there to the universe.
yeah, yeah, no, no.
So
I think we have a 50% chance. We are 1-1 in two meetings. We are in a neutral ground. We have already won at Wembley this season.
yes, Twice
You
actually.
could say in many ways we are the favorites just because we have had that neutral ground cup final
Oh, we're
experience already.
definitely
You
not
could
the
say that.
favorites.
No,
But
no, I
hey,
mean you could say in terms of Wembley, our record this season's good. You could say that. We beat a tough Newcastle side. I think we
we
beat
did.
a tough Newcastle side, at least personally. It's not like
We
we
did.
beat
We did. We did.
Portsmouth in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
We beat a proper team. Um,
Brighton as well in the semi-final of the FA
yeah,
Cup.
I look at this game and I go, what are we going to do against City? Because if we don't take our chances, they're going to maul us. And we didn't take our chances today, even though we
Mm-hmm.
won 4-1. That's what I'm worried about.
I see that.
So I'm not worried about can we win or not, but like when you look at this game and you go, okay, let's say this is the last game before the FA Cup final. When you look at this game, does it make you go, oh, we're going to slap City? I don't feel that way.
Oh no, no hell no, we ain't slapping
Yeah.
City. That's not happening. I'm
So
just
that's why
saying
I'm
enough
worried.
to win. Do something,
Oh yeah, I'll take a one. I told you, I'll take 38 1-0s. I told you this already. More than
brother.
happy.
We. I just want to see some City light blue tears. That's all I want to see. I just want to make sure that we still keep the treble. That's all. That's something that we only have.
It would be quite funny if they only end up with a league title though. That would be
I
quite
still
funny.
believe that Inter will win the Champions League as well. I just feel like it's written. I just have a feeling, man.
Sorry to tell you, Sofia, I don't like Lukaku. That's all I'm going to say about that.
But Inter is my second team, and it is what it is.
Ah,
They
yeah,
won the
I know you're
Copa.
happy about it, but for me, I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
But who cares about Lukaku? It's still Inter.
Nah, no, you know it's not going to be that way if they win. Don't say who cares about. Don't do that. He doesn't win anything and he talks. Please don't say
But
that.
let him
You
talk.
know
Let
he's
him
gonna talk
talk. So you
rubbish.
rather have your noisy little neighbors win it? Is that what we're doing?
Well, considering Lukaku has actually been offensive to us directly, yeah, in a way, yes, because he's actually taken shots at us, so it is actually personal. That's
I prefer
why
really
I had a nice.
not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
Listen, I don't want them to win, but I really don't want Lukaku to pretend like he's better than people. So, how do you like that? Because that's what he did. Did he not?
That's one player.
That's
It's a
one
team.
player. He's the only one who's going to talk after they win.
Let him
He's the
talk.
only player.
You use
Nah.
your headphones. Noise cancellation headphones, brother.
Can read tweets, you know. Don't have to listen to him to read a tweet.
Brother.
Well, how do I look at Twitter if I'm going to keep my eyes closed?
Nah. Nathan, get out of here. Stop with that. Stop,
I don't
Nathan.
really. Okay. He's
Stop
being
it.
benched by someone 10 years older than him on a free,
Exactly.
but he will still talk. That's
But
my
let him
problem.
talk. Let him talk. I'll let him still talk as long as into the win. I don't need Man City to talk. I don't need to see this guy here. I don't need to see him
More than you
smiling.
believe.
Oh,
More than you believe, I'm happy.
You aren't showing it.
Oh God, he looks like
that
a
was a
psycho. More than you believe, I'm
very
happy.
creepy face there. That was a very creepy
Psycho.
face.
He a funny dude, but Lord have mercy, he has some like. No. The guy is a lunatic,
Oh, I
but
love this
a genius.
question. I love this question by Harry. Nathan, I didn't say it by the way, anyone who hasn't read it. Nathan, who do you prefer, Harry Glass Ankles Kane or Romelu Lukaku? I didn't say it, okay? In fairness, I didn't say anything about Harry Kane today. Oh, I can't believe I'm about to say this, Harry, but it's Harry Kane. Really don't
Let's
like it.
go! Come on!
Say that. Now
The
I wish
funny
I
thing
didn't
is,
say
like,
that.
after he said, like, let's go, you see him, like, trying to find out, like, how I'm gonna
I
stop the
know,
video.
no,
It's so
don't make it
funny.
worse. Don't make it worse, Sophia. We already know he's out of his depth. Please, don't make it worse.
Ah,
Oh God.
I cannot. It's so funny, man.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I mean, I actually wanted Inter to win, but just,
You gotta
just
stop with these
can't be
agendas,
bothered.
brother. It's not healthy. Stop it. Stop with these
It's not
agendas.
an agenda. He's openly mocked my club. Why would I like him?
What?
It's not an
But
agenda.
I'm
It's
not gonna
personal.
sit there. It's one player. It's a
No, but
team.
no. But what I'm trying to say is that he's openly mocked my team. Why would I want him to be happy? I
But I don't
wouldn't.
want
I don't
him
want
to
to.
be happy. I want the others to be happy. I don't give a shit about him.
Yeah, but he's going to be happy too, right? It's not like he's not going to get a medal.
Do I want this guy to be happy?
We'll be there.
Do you
No.
care though?
We will be there.
PSG?
We will be there. We'll be there.
No. Who do you want to pick? Lukaku? Happy?
I hate this Champions League final. Yeah. Oh God, it's the worst
I'm
possible
telling you,
outcome again.
Inter, Forza Inter all the way, brother.
Sure. Sure. I can't do
Forza
it. I can't
Inter.
do it. I can't do it. Sure. Can't do it. I can only say sure. I can't say it. I can't do it. Let's just go, yeah, okay.
Nah, you
They win, they win.
okay. Moving on. What else is it to mention about this
Well,
game?
to be fair, Matteo Damian plays for Inter Milan.
And Mkhitaryan.
Arsenal player. Arsenal fan. No, thank you. You know what? Damian's in the team. Why not?
Thank you.
That feels a
Are we
lot
okay
nicer on
now?
my conscience now. Yeah, I mean,
We good?
sure. I like Martinez. Martinez is some weird hairstyle, but I like him in general.
Hey, he almost scored a hat trick yesterday actually in the Coppa Italia final. He got like 27 or 8 goals, I think, now in all comps. By the way, Rashford actually got 30 this season in
30.
all comps. 30. No, he's been cooking.
Since
Wow.
RVP, 30 goals. That's 10 years ago.
Yes. Oh, the thing is though, he probably could have gotten also more goals. Like there's been, some games he's been sitting off and some games where he's been a little bit absent. But hey, he still he still had a really good season. Come on, at 30 in all comps? Nah. Oh, that's good. I'm proud of him. He got now 17
Yeah, I'm
goals
I'm
in the
I'm really
Prem.
happy, and a lot of people were talking about this. When Ronaldo left in November, they're like, "Where are the goals going to come? He scored 27 goals last season." I'm like, "Yeah, he also finished sixth last season." I mean, it's not like we went to top four with those. But
I
yeah, I
mean,
get what they were saying. But then I
we
was like,
finished 6 on a technicality. Technically, it should have been 7 if West Ham would have won
yeah,
that game.
Brighton also did us a favor in the last
Yeah,
day of the
Brighton won
game.
against
Yeah,
West Ham.
yeah. Yeah.
So,
Also, I would say that Ronaldo's goals came in bunches and it wasn't consistent throughout the season. But yeah, and also, you know, they asked where, and I think Rashford answered for this season. That doesn't mean he's going to answer for the next one, but I think this season got it covered. I don't think people expected it from him. People wanted him to leave at the beginning of this season because of how terrible he was last season. So think he's redeemed himself for last season. Question is how much can we get out of him now for the rest of his Man United career? Because he's still not signed that extension, so we don't really know what's going to happen. No one's thought about that. Now we can because who cares about Fulham? But he's not signed his extension, so
actually hasn't. That's a good
he
point.
hasn't. Shaw, Garnacho, Palestri, De Gea. Has De Gea signed his yet? No, De Gea has not signed his yet either.
De
Has he?
Gea, no, Shaw has signed.
Shaw, Palestri is going to sign, and Garnacho is signed.
Garza
Fred
signed.
is
De
not.
Gea,
Fred is not signed.
De Gea, I heard that deals and whatnot. He's agreed on a
Yeah,
deal,
is
but
in
they
motion.
haven't fully,
Yeah.
uh,
They have not. They have
confirmed it
not
yet.
extended. They have not extended Fred for the final year, so he could be going as a
Did they not
free.
extend? I'm pretty sure they triggered it. Did they not?
Fred, did they?
I'm
Well,
pretty
either
sure I
way,
heard
he
that.
has one. He has 1 year left, so I think we might get some money for him. And
Probably.
we have not triggered. And we have not triggered Rashford's extension, right? We're trying to get
We
him to
need to
sign a
sort
new
that out.
deal.
You know
Trying
what
to
I'm
sign.
thinking? He's probably waiting until the ownership is sorted out as well.
Yeah.
I think
And
he's waiting for that. Dallo
Dallo
as well.
wants to
Yeah, I
stay, but
heard
we have
that Dallo
not
is close.
extended.
I think, and which will be smart. They're waiting. They're waiting for us to hear. I mean, what was it? I heard that it will be by the end of this week. Now top four is confirmed, so I would think that they're probably thinking, okay, let's just make sure top four is done. Then how have you heard that? We haven't talked. Mason Mount to Man United. Thoughts
No,
about that? No,
no,
I agree with you.
no.
No
You
for
know
me as
what?
well.
You know what? You know what? Who Mason Mount should go play for? He should go play for the Pro Direct professional team. He can play with young Philly and Chunks. If you know, you know. No, no more sloppy seconds, please. No.
Wow, I could not have said it better myself. Wow, I wouldn't. For me, he's still an okay play, decent player. He's just not for me. Not for me. He's overhyped though. Overhyped, but he's not for
No,
me.
I don't.
Go to
You know what?
Liverpool.
You know what,
Go
Sophia?
to Liverpool. Swallow, what are you
I
saying?
don't. It's not even about him being overhyped.
He
It's
will
not
be a
even about
baller at
that.
our club. Get
You
out.
know what? Zwole might be even right. It's not
Could
even
be right,
about that though.
but
You know what it's about? I don't want someone else's team seconds anymore. That's what it's about. I don't want that. Okay? Eriksen on a free, but you know, definitely known for being a Tottenham player. Well, not anymore because he's actually won something with us. Anyway,
oh, Eriksen
sorry
was,
about that.
hey, good rotation.
It's an inadvertent burn at Spurs. It wasn't that was not deliberate.
Sure, it
I
wasn't.
mean, listen. I mean,
It's the
wonder
history
who
of
else
the
plays.
Tottenham.
No,
It's the
but
history of the Tottenham.
I just don't want anyone sloppy seconds. I
I
don't.
get it. I get it. I
Just
get that.
I think if we get money, just go get new players. Just go get new players. Whatever the players are, just go get them.
Casado.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. He's had a terrible last three games. I've watched all the last three Brighton games.
Yeah,
He's been
you
terrible.
watched them.
The Newcastle game, I was like, what's going on here? Like,
But
what
sometimes he's
is
been
going
putting
on
on
here?
as he's been, brought to like
They had to play
left back.
Pascal Gross at right back
Yeah,
yesterday because he was so bad at right back. They actually played Pascal Gross at right back
but he's
yesterday.
not even a fullback. He's the midfielder.
Neither is Pascal Gross. They're both midfielders. That's what I'm saying. He was that bad
Okay.
against Newcastle. He was that bad against Newcastle.
Oh
I was
damn,
like, oh my
damn.
God, that's not a good sign. When
I still would
Deserby goes,
nah.
nah.
Oh, but we haven't really been that much linked to him though, to be honest. But regardless,
Also, it doesn't make sense, right? I would prefer to like get someone who has a like. People are saying we should get a backup for Casemiro, but to get a backup for Casemiro, they also have to be of a certain quality, which means we are going to have to spend a certain amount of money to put someone on the bench. In my opinion, with
but it doesn't.
limited
I feel
funds.
like we're focusing too much on it needed to be backup. What I would want us to do, or to
No, only
come at
because
some point.
Casemiro has got two red cards. I feel like people are talking about it only because Casemiro has got already two red cards. I feel this wouldn't have been an issue if he didn't get red cards because
Yeah,
technically
but
he's
we
already
still
missed
we
eight
still would have
games.
needed. We need cover. We need cover. We need
No,
to,
no, we need cover, but
you
I
know.
feel like this is a discussion we are all talking
Oh,
about
it's
because we
definitely
have
more of a
seen
discussion because
eight
he has
games without
missed some
Casemiro.
games. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, for sure.
And
But I want us, it's when City, like you see, like a De Bruyne, suddenly he'll be on the bench one day, and then you see Gundogan showing up. Like I want us to rotate where everybody has their role and they come in, they do a job. You have the system. I don't want it to be like everybody's gonna think their spot is signed, sealed, delivered. This is your spot. This is your position. No, no, no. Tomorrow you might be dropped, and you'll just have to deal with it. Somebody else will do a job, and
yeah,
then next game you'll
I
come
also
in.
think I agree, but I also think this why people are talking like when people talk about backups, right? From if you believe that we have 100 million plus money from sales, everyone's talking about like backups because like Casemiro has missed 8 games plus he missed like whatever 4 games from the beginning of the season because the deal wasn't done or whatever.
Hmm.
I was just thinking to myself, why are we talking about backups when we don't have a starter in positions we need
Oh yeah, yeah,
starters
yeah.
for?
We need to focus on getting actual
No,
a
no. So
lot of
why that
starters.
ties in is because the starters are going to cost more money than the backups, which means where is the money coming from for everybody? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. Like people are saying Mason Mount. I'm like 50, 60 million for someone who has 1 year on his contract.
Hell no.
I don't want to pay 80 million for Harry Kane, and Harry Kane's actually proven. If people say
Yes.
Mason Mount is proven, yes, he has. He has been proven as a midfielder. He's had an off season this
Yeah,
season. You
but
can't
that
take
money would
just
be
this
too
off
much,
season as
man.
bad.
Yeah.
But Harry Kane is proven. That's it. Like not as a this, not as a that. Proven. That's it. Like he's done the thing that he needs to do where people will pay the money for him. no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not season by season, it's every season for him, his consistency. So if I don't want to pay 80 million to 100 million for Harry Kane, I definitely don't want to pay 60 million for Mason Mount. I
Nope.
have to keep it. I have to keep it even.
Yep.
I do the Harry Kane, like Harry was kind enough to go on with the glass ankles thing, which was quite funny. But but we have to be consistent. It's like I can't say no to Harry Kane and then say yes to Mason Mount. It makes no sense. They have 1 year on
No.
the contract. They should not
Yep.
have this kind of negotiation power over us. They can go to wherever they want or they can ride out their contract, but they shouldn't have the power over us
Nope.
when they are the ones that want out of their club.
Yep.
So I don't like that. Like if people want out and then they go, "Oh, you want out? Yeah, we're going to overcharge you for him." I'm like, "Yeah, no, you can keep him, dude. We don't want him. He wants to get out. We don't
Yeah.
want him. We wanted Anthony. We wanted Frankie De Jong. We were willing to splash the cash for them.
Mm-hmm.
We don't technically want Mason Mount. Mason Mount has a preference to the people who are interested in him, but he wants out of Chelsea. That's the commonality. He
Yeah.
doesn't
He
want to be
he
in
wants
Chelsea.
that. He wants
Yeah.
that. His wages to get higher.
So I don't think these players should be in a negotiation battle with us. They should not have that negotiation over us. Even Harry came to that extent. Like, okay, Levy is tight with his money. I'm like, I don't care if Levy is tight with his haircut. Yeah, he's got no hair. I don't care. It's not my problem.
Nope.
I'm not overpaying because you want to come to us because
Yeah, no,
you don't
no.
want to be there.
We
You
good.
know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's my logic, and I feel like being consistent with that is important. So no to Harry Kane, no to Mason Mount, no to anyone else who wants to overcharge us for 1 year on their contract. That's it.
I see it.
Oh.
Yes, indeed. Subscribe to Nathan's channel. This is his channel,
Man, I'm
Sports
telling
Nut
you,
Nathan. Subscribe to his channel.
he would be the last person I would pick on a 2v2 at a basketball court. I'm telling you, he'd have no ankles. Someone's gonna have to take him to the hospital in 5 minutes.
Let's go! Come on!
He's not even in frame for that. He's not. Oh my
And
god,
then he's
he's
like,
so.
and then he's like,
Oh,
and he's like, let's go. Like,
he's not. He's not in frame of his own phone camera. Oh my god, help me, help me, help me.
ah,
The dude is. He looks
yeah.
like he's 50, but he's 29.
He'll be
How does
30.
he not know how to hold a phone? How?
Well, there's bare people that don't know. There's bare people that don't know.
Oh,
Oh yeah, big up
then
Harry. You put your link down below here, Nathan.
Sophia. Then you know what, Sophia? Don't
Yep.
do it.
Don't do what?
If you don't know how to handle a phone, don't do it.
He's such a boomer, says Swolla.
Thank you.
Ah, he's a
Thank
millennial,
you.
like us.
No ankles. No ankles.
Okay, y'all are
Bionic
doing.
man.
Okay, I rebuke this Harry Kane slander. So let's move on.
Bad with cameras, Kane.
I rebuke it. I rebuke it. Moving on.
Bad with
We have a comment
cameras,
here from
Kane.
Gavin. Let's move on. Says good win, but next season Ten Hag have to change the style of play. We need to control the game. We've given up position to Chelsea at Old Trafford. Madness. Yeah, that annoyed me as well. I'm not gonna lie. That we were so sloppy and just letting them. Chelsea, you know. What? No. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Yeah. Let's not do that anymore. Okay, I see your.
I agree. I agree with Gavin. But Gavin, I'll tell you, like when you say keep possession, right? Automatically, people will say play from the back. But let's just give a really simple example. Today's goal. We sky the ball, we just like chop at it, the ball bounces, Shaw Felix gets it, and he just starts running at us at an counter. Like, we don't keep possession anywhere. And I'm not saying you are specifically mentioning distribution from the back, but because you say Ten Hag's style of football, which everyone insists is playing from the back, people also have to realize it's the Dutch league and it's Ajax, and he has the best youth academy in that side of Europe, as well as really good quality players as a general base in Dutch football. It's a lot easier to do that when you play against those teams and it is when you come here and do it.
Hmm.
People thought Haaland was going to get 50 goals in the league at like in the first couple of months of the season. He still finished only with 36. It
Only, you
catches up.
know.
No, what I'm trying to say is there is a roadblock. You get blocked by teams. It's not, you don't run through everybody, no matter how good you are. That's the kind of league we're in. Like no one expected Brighton to finish sixth. They finished sixth
They got
clean.
Europa
They've
League
taken the,
football. They got.
they have taken the most points after Man City against the top six. They have taken 20 points. Man City's taken 21 points.
That's amazing.
This league, up until the beginning of April, there were 10 points between 13th and 20th place. 10 points was the difference. That's how close it was.
Yep.
It's a super competitive league, and we might
It really
not
is.
get to play out of the back every week. So we need to be tight with the ball, and Ten Hag might have to adapt his style of play, like how we
Yeah.
got Haller, who couldn't do anything at West Ham, to go to do well at Ajax, and then go to win at Dortmund and might win the Bundesliga there.
Yeah,
He
we'll
couldn't
do
do
wash on
nothing at
that.
West Ham. He was terrible at West
I
Ham.
agree. He
Terrible.
was able to
Yeah.
change him up. Look at
You
him.
got
Look
you
at
got
him.
you got to improve the players if you can't improve the style of play, and we don't keep the ball in the middle or
Yeah.
anywhere for that matter.
Yeah.
Our attackers are also
And
very
also
bad with keeping the ball.
look at like Wan-Bissaka. How improved he's been. Rashford
Did
as
you read
well.
the
Like
did you read the comments about it? Ten Hag was talking about how the team improves, then the individual improves, and Iron Bissaka's come a long way. He's doing that Trent role, what Trent is doing at the moment, where he just rolls into the midfield. Today
I
he played.
noticed that as well.
He
If
almost
he can
yeah,
just if Wan-Bissaka just
got a chance. He got a chance to score today.
yes,
He
yes.
crossed. He got a lovely ball in by Malacia to find in a little gap.
That's what
They
I just
switched
wish that he
flanks.
can just if he
Have
can just
confidence and shoot. Yeah, just
yeah,
shoot. Yeah, he scored a
just
wonderful
fix
goal last
that
season.
last thing. I'm telling you, force to be
He
reckoned
scored a
with. Go
wonderful
ahead.
goal last season in the league, right? It
Yeah,
just skimmed into the. It just went grace past the post and went
I
in from long
remember.
range. It was a wonderful goal. Like just back yourself and shoot. Yeah.
Yes, just
What's the
back
worst that can
yourself.
happen? You're gonna miss. You're gonna miss. What's the worst that can happen? You know. So we are gonna have to adjust our style of play, but we also have to going to be more disciplined as a team. And that has nothing to do with playing from the back, which was his style in Ajax. Possession is
Mhm.
possession everywhere. You got to be tight with the ball everywhere. So yeah, while I agree with you, and eventually we might get a chance to play from the back and do all that with with the new goalkeeper and stuff. In the meantime, because he's not going to get all his players
Yeah,
even in
in
this
the
window,
meantime, but the thing is though, like
you gotta
some games you have to be more adaptable. Sometimes you have to be like, you
yeah,
know what?
you just gotta do different.
Because
You
that's what
just
I
gotta
feel
be
like
different.
with what Arteta, for Arsenal has done wrong, especially when it came to like Man City. Like, why are you thinking you're going to be able to play the way you want to play against Man City? You can't do that. You're not there yet. You have to then adapt. If they would have adapted, maybe they could have won one of the games. Maybe they would have, what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's at least
completely
what I like
agree.
with Ten Hag is that there's, and even what Columba said here, we lost our two opening games. Look at us
Yeah, I
now.
was reading that.
Yeah,
Completely
finished
agree.
third. Who would have thought
Fantastic.
with some horrible scout? Hats off to Ten Hag and good with Leisha and cast signing.
Yes.
Although he won FDJ exactly,
Yeah,
he
and
was
how many
able to adapt.
and still how many games did Lissandro miss? How many games?
Yep,
Cass missed at least 10 games in the
yep,
season. If you take his two suspensions in order and the
yep.
fact that he joined in late, we have played a dozen, at least 8 to 10 games without both of them this
Hmm.
season, and we still finished third. I mean, he needs to work with the players he's got as well. No matter what we think about them, all of them, he's going to have to work with all of them. I really hope he works on David De Gea's distribution, and just even if you can get it to a level where it's functional for the way you want to play, let's do this. I was having this discussion yesterday with someone else on a Chelsea channel, and I
Hmm.
was telling him the center backs and our goalkeeper have been the best players this season consistently. Yes, 7-0, 6-0. If you take the 7 and 6-0, by the way, away, 6-3 and the 7-0 away, we have one of the best. I think we have the second best defense at overall. Overall, if you take those 13 goals away,
Maybe
I'm pretty sure, or at least at the beginning of May, that was the
I
case. Where
think
we
that
might have
might be
to
the case, or third
something
potentially.
like
I
that.
think I heard.
Don't,
Hey,
don't quote me on it, guys. I'm just trying to make a point. My
yeah, yeah,
point
we're
is
up. We're definitely
that
up
no, no.
there.
What I'm trying to say is David De Gea didn't get a full season or pre-season with Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane to play that way
That's what I'm
out of the back,
saying. This is why
because when
this
he
preseason
passes to
coming up is
Licha,
extremely important. Yep.
yeah, because when he passes to Licha spins. He didn't do the Harry Maguire mistake, right? You saw the video. I saw the video where De Gea does the same pass he does to Maguire. He spins out
Yeah,
of
yeah, I
trouble and
remember. I remember.
yeah. So he didn't have a preseason with the players to ball play and distribute equally. He didn't have those players to practice with. Even Casemiro, he didn't have that with. If he wanted to place a ball in the middle of midfield where he's the anchor, just loop a ball over. He didn't have that opportunity this season because everyone showed up after preseason. So I think that if and I think that is why I believe you're aware of this. We are linked to like a bunch of players, a
Yes.
bunch of players, and I have a
Yes.
feel. I'll tell you why when we before we sign off. I think Glazers have been waiting for us to secure European Champions League, so they can have the optics of selling our team once we get Europe. Like like, oh wow, we took care of them. They got Champions League now. They're a good buy now. We left them in good
This is
hands.
send off now. Like
Yeah, because 2 days
Qatar.
ago, I said this on my watch long while I was doing I don't know, the Newcastle Leicester. I was like, I have this conspiracy theory. It might be one, it might not be one. I'm like, they are waiting, and it's live. You can go check because I was thinking about this. I was like, they are waiting for us to secure top four, aren't they?
Yes.
And then the next day there was reports. Oh, they might be waiting Friday or as late as Sunday. I'm like, what does Friday and Sunday have in common? Oh, wait a minute. We'll know where everyone stands by Sunday.
Yes.
I'm like,
Obviously, we're going
okay,
to hear something. There has to be something.
interesting.
This top four is secure today, so
So what,
I'm
what I'm trying to
no.
say is, don't be surprised if something happens tomorrow noon British time. Don't be
I will not be.
surprised.
Yeah, but they
I
did.
won't be
But
surprised. I
they
was
did
just
speak
sitting
by the end of
last two
this
days.
week.
I was thinking about exactly.
So
I was sitting the last 2 days and thinking about it. I'm like, that's what they were doing all this time. They weren't delaying. They were waiting for us to secure top four. They weren't delay. We call it delaying because we want them out, but they were like, yeah, they don't have a process. They're just waiting for top four.
yep.
They are evil geniuses. They are evil geniuses. I
Suckers.
will say that. Really evil. If
But
this if we get a sale tomorrow, they're really evil geniuses. That would really annoy me
oh
if that's
my
what they did.
God, if we do, brother. But will it be the Qataris or will it be Sir Jim
It
Ratcliffe?
doesn't matter though, because we'll know it's deliberate that they did this. This is the reason they
It
waited to
does
sell.
matter.
And
Bring me the
no,
Qataris.
no, the reason I'm saying why it doesn't matter is because even if Sir Jim came in, he could have put in the groundwork for our transfers. He has
The
a
thing is,
they have
though,
a
he's
they have not allowed it.
getting them a leeway for them to still be here.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying I want Sir Jim. I'm just saying even if Sir Jim was here, they would have
Yep.
given him the groundwork to put in the work for the transfers already for next season. But doing this, no one gets a chance to put in the groundwork for any transfers. And the other part of my conspiracy theory is you might actually like this one. The
Oh,
fact
okay.
that we have so many players, I think we might sell it to the Qataris because I think the Qataris are telling the Glazers to put inquiries to all these players before we
You know
finalize.
what? I think so too.
Because I was thinking, I'm like, where's all this money coming from? Like, we are
Yeah, I was
inquiring this
like,
person, that person.
how
I'm
are we
like,
like we're talking
we
to
got
Kim
We
Min-jae,
got
Trigger.
Vegas and Sabitzer in January, and suddenly we are linked to 100 possible
Yeah,
players
yeah,
this year. I'm like,
I
that's
swear. That's
interesting.
why
How
I'm
does that
like,
work?
there's something happening here.
And I that's when I realized, oh, you know what, this could actually be favorable to us. And I realized, oh, we are interested in Mason Mount. Oh, we are interested in Declan Rice today. And I was
Yes.
like,
And then remember Neymar?
with what money?
And
Neymar. I'm like, with what
Qataris
money?
did
Nothing.
mention that they want Neymar. So I was like, yo, that ain't no Sir Jim Ratcliffe signing here. Well, you mad? No, that's the
So
Qataris.
so I was just thinking to myself, you know what? Tomorrow is going to be a very interesting day for us.
Oh my God. Nathan, please. Please.
This is the only positivity I had. Okay, I went in on Sancho. I went in on Anthony. I
But I
went
don't
in on
know.
other
To
players.
be honest though, but then, no. They said it's gonna be no. It's
They
not gonna
said
be.
Friday or Sunday. They said as early as Friday, as late as Sunday. What do
It's
they
gonna
have in
be
common?
Sunday. They're gonna be waiting.
What do they have in common? Friday is the day after our game that we could secure top four, and Sunday is
Yeah,
the last day of the
but
season.
what I heard it was gonna be by the end of. I didn't know it's gonna be Sunday, man. It'll be Sunday
No, it
after
could
the
be
game.
Sunday, but the reason I thought they said as early as Friday is because we got a game Thursday night, England Standard
Oh,
Time.
I get it. I get it.
So
I will
I was
definitely
like,
be. I don't know about you, but tomorrow, like, and throughout this whole weekend, I'm gonna be. Oh my God, there's a tweet. There's the tweet. I always get notifications. I'm gonna be checking. Here we go. Qataris to Man United. Qatari Sheikh Yassim has, his bid has been
Postman.
accepted by the Glazer family.
want to thank me.
Today I feel Qatari.
Right now, I'm just looking at the goals for away and assist. We have conceded 42. Arsenal and Liverpool have conceded 43. Newcastle have conceded 32 with Man City. We are currently the third best defense.
Wait.
Anyway,
Home and away.
no, I mean goals. I'm looking at the goal difference. So like home
Oh
and
yeah,
away.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
No, the
looking at
thing is,
away, and we are third actually. No, yeah, we are third. We are behind Man City and Newcastle, who are both
yeah, I
conceding
heard it.
only
The
32.
thing is, the thing for us is that it's just people be forgetting it because they be focusing so much on the few games where we have conceded a
Yeah,
lot of goals. But
13
there's also,
goals.
yeah,
13
but there's
goals in
also a
two
lot of
games.
games
We would
where
have
we
been
actually won
29.
1 or 2-0, where we actually had a lot of clean sheets. We
Yeah, I mean,
basically had the most clean sheets.
we shouldn't be losing 7-0 and 6-3.
No,
But
of
I'm just
course
saying,
not.
if you take those 13 goals away, we are 29 goals.
Hey, if we just work, because the defense is I would say is really good, but if we work on scoring more goals for next season, we got something here. That's the stuff that we got to work on, you know. But yeah, Nathan, I think let's finish off with the player rankings at the end because I noticed you're
Rajat's
super
asking,
hungry.
how is the weather in
Yeah.
India? The weather is mid 30s,
Oh
and
my
it
God.
has about 50 to 60% humidity throughout the day.
Oh.
So Palomba's right. India is always hot. So yeah, Rajat, you're saying it's Palumba saying it is always hot, and Rajat saying it's not. Well, Rajat, it's only not depending on which part of India you stay in. The part of India I stay in, which is Goa, is like tropical throughout the year. It's 26 degrees in the monsoon season. It's 26 degrees in the monsoon season. If it doesn't rain and you stand outside, you can still feel heat coming off the ground.
Oh fuck no, my God, no, 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 no.
But
That to
it
me,
rains
I
a
would.
lot. It rains a lot in Goa. It rains a lot in Goa, but it's still 26 degrees. Like the weather doesn't actually go down. It stays
Yeah,
in its mid 20s throughout the year.
I get
Yeah,
that.
it's fun.
Hey, freaking hell, wow. But yeah, player rankings. The hair. What are you giving the hair? What are you giving the hair? You have some
No,
saves here and there.
for the double save, I'll give him a 7, easy 7.
You know what? I agree with you. 7. Feel good to me.
Um, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Lindelöf.
I'm trying to think, who are we supposed to blame the goal for? Because technically, João Felix was in between both the centre backs. So do they both get the same score because he was scored in between both of them? You can't prefer one over the other because the goal was a really bad mistake. That is like a. Of course, we lost the ball at midfield. It's not really their fault, but considering the goal was scored in between them, you can't really blame a particular defender. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what? I like Lindelof bullying Havertz around. He did it a lot today again.
7, man.
I'm gonna go 7. Yeah, I'm gonna go 7.
7.
I would have given him an 8, and I would
Mm-hmm.
have really said he shut down Havertz and he really bullied Havertz. He really bullied him, which
Yep.
was I'll give him 7. I take 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Varane?
Same. I think Lindelof did more of the, I don't want to say donkey work, but I would say did little more of the
A
shutting
bit of the
down of
dirty
Havertz.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
he did the, yeah, and you notice Varane was free. He was trying to like loop balls over.
Yeah, because but
pass it to
that's often
Anthony
like
and
partnership
stuff.
also what Varane does with Martinez. Martinez
Yeah,
often does like the dirty work, a lot more like
yeah,
vocal and whatnot. But Varane is more like the clean
yeah.
cut. But he's still there. He still does.
But the funny thing is that Lindelof actually has the better pass than Varane, and
Oh yeah,
Lindelof
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
doing the dirty work. No, but that's what's funny. He was doing the dirty.
That is a good point.
You think
It was
because
just
yeah,
vice
but
versa. Yeah,
see,
yeah.
I'm very happy with them. Disappointed with the goal, but
Yeah,
I
same.
think
But you know,
I think it was okay. Yeah. I want to
yeah.
keep that goal tally under 10, so you can tell everyone we conceded single digits in the whole season. Keep the
Yes.
defense strong.
Come on now.
Yeah.
What?
One
Nonsense.
more game to go.
One more game to go.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw.
I'd give him a 6 because wasn't I mean, he got
Okay.
subbed off when the game was basically written off.
Do you know
So you can
why
only
he
give
got
him.
subbed off?
I'm going to assume just to rest him. Like, why play? The 2-0 Chelsea didn't look attacking by the second goal. They look completely deflated actually after the second goal.
Yeah, some
So
people mentioned that earlier as
why
well.
why do why do it to yourself, right? Like you can get a break. Why not?
No, I actually think, hey, it worked out. Malaysia still did he did his thing, and yeah,
But Malaysia did really well too actually when
yeah.
he came on.
I'll say
So
six,
worked
six
out
as
well.
well. Like people mentioned. I think Tolumba was mentioning potentially earlier here that Shaw maybe might have gotten a bit bullied by like Madueke and whatnot.
I
Some
mean, I
points
think
here and there.
Madueke. So the thing I noticed about Madueke is he has very quick feet. Like he
He's
was
very
doing
quick.
this close quarter dribbling thing, and our defenders aren't used to that because normally people try to just try to go around, especially Shaw. People try to
Yep,
go around, and people don't try to do that slick move thing. And I think Madueke, especially because he's left-footed, he was cutting in and he was trying to trick people through.
yep.
So I think that was a bit of an issue, but
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure he was rested. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
he was
I,
just
I
rested
am.
after the
Yeah, I
game.
just hope that it's not going to be like an injury and whatnot. But he didn't say anything, so he's probably more so like a technical decision where he just wanted to make sure, like,
Yeah.
okay, you rest and
Yeah, I
whatnot.
think I think Rajat's scores are pretty good too. He's saying 8 for Varane and Lindelof 7. I would actually flip it if I were to give them, but I can't really give them because of the goals scored, Rajat. I think they'd both get 8s if we didn't concede.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I would have
Yeah.
100%. I agree.
Yeah, but I think that's fair too. If you don't care about the goal, then it's fine. But
Yeah, I think it's fair. 7, like hey, that's still very good.
yeah,
Wan-Bissaka, I really like Wan-Bissaka actually. I feel like he
I'm
looked
gonna give
pretty
him
good.
an 8. I liked
I
I
want to give him
hope
an
they
8
do
as well.
I hope they do the flank switch where the defenders change more. See if you can get a little some purchase out of that because Wan-Bissaka literally diagged from right back into left back, like
Yeah,
without being noticed, and that's how Malaysia got him opened up because Malaysia cut inside, right, and he's a lefty, so he can
that was
actually
interesting. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And the best part is Malaysia's lefty, so like when he cut in, he had more ability to get that pass to Wan-Bissaka. But the problem is Wan-Bissaka didn't trust his left foot, so he couldn't shoot.
Exactly.
That was the
Yes.
problem then.
Tell you just a bit more confidence there. But 8, hey,
I mean, I think he should have just shot. I mean, I wouldn't even have been pissed if he,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
even
because
if the ball rolled on the floor, I wouldn't have
yeah,
been mad.
I don't
I'd
know
been like,
about
at
you.
least
I've
he shot.
noticed like the last few games where sometimes he get opportunities like that, and I'm like,
Yeah,
brother, just
he
shoot,
cuts it back in. Or
just
yeah, he
shoot.
doesn't shoot.
I rather you just shoot in that particular. Just shoot. Some players you think, please do not shoot. You're doing a bit too
Yeah,
much. But brother, you're in.
yeah, like
Just
Fred.
shoot. Yeah, he's kind of chilled out a little bit, and he
Yeah,
had a good cameo when he
nice.
came in. We'll talk about it,
Although
but
I have to say that the hairstyle's a little mad, huh? Where from the back of his head it goes all the way forward. It looks a little mad.
I think he
You
looks
know,
cool. He suits it. It's Fred.
I mean,
Fred's
it
Fred.
starts from here, and like the back ones just like stick out. I'm like, ooh, that's interesting.
It's Fred. Fred suits it,
Yeah.
in my opinion, at
And
least.
he has like a little ring on one of them. I don't know what that
Yeah,
is.
he
I've never seen
does.
that before.
Come on
Don't
now.
know what that
Maybe
is
like short.
exactly, but that was
Maybe short
interesting.
dreads. I would assume it is, but
Yeah.
hey, it looks cool regardless.
He actually looks nice with a fade, just like a regular fade. Like remember when he had just the little spikes? It wasn't
Yeah,
dreads fully. It was just like little spikes.
yeah,
Looked like. I thought he
yeah.
looked nice like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just
Potato,
me.
potato.
Yeah.
Bruno.
It's gonna make me feel sad.
Yeah, it was not the
I
game
mean,
for
this
him.
is one of those things, right? This is what we discussed last week. On it's like you can't even blame the midfielders when the attackers don't take opportunities. Like, how do you blame the midfielders? I'm gonna give him a 7. And I know people are going to be like 6 and stuff, but man, he gave Martial a couple of chances. He
That seemed
lofted
like
a ball
maybe a
to Sancho and it hit the back of his foot and went backwards. I mean, he fed Garnacho. Like, I'm going to give him 7. I'm sure people won't agree, but
I
what do you
want
want the guy to do,
either a
man? What do
5
you
or a
want him to do?
6.
5? He did score a goal.
6
Wait, he
for the
won the
goal.
penalty and scored a goal.
6 for the
But he won
goal.
the penalty. But he won the penalty too.
6 for
Nothing.
that. I love
You don't
Bruno.
think
This is
he?
for me. I
But you
love
don't
him,
think he? But you don't think he
but
gave
he
everybody a chance and they
infuriated
fluffed
me
it?
sometimes. Sometimes I was like, brother,
Wait,
brother.
today?
Yes.
But you don't think he gave people chances and their touches were
No, no, he
off?
did, he did, he did. But it was just like, brother. Sometimes I was like, but why are you losing the ball to me? Please.
But like when he give like okay, so for example, right, there was this point of time
It's
where
still a
he
6
kind
for
of
the goal. Like you scored. You did that.
no,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Good.
No, I'm actually just curious. So
Go ahead.
there was this time where he was in the Van Bissaka, like that Casemiro position. He
Mm-hmm.
loops the ball into Martial. Martial tries to feed it to Anthony, but then he just kind of skies it because he doesn't bring it down. He tries to one touch it, and then it goes straight to the defender. Because what happened was at that point of time when he rolled it to Martial from deep, Mars actually he was open because that defender was actually going to Anthony, so he actually had space to run in, but he didn't notice the defender was coming here. So
Mm.
he thought he'd pass to Anthony and be slick. But then the pass didn't come out right and hit the defender, and the defender just cleared it. And then there was this time where he looped the ball to Sancho because Sancho made a deep run, but then it hit the back of his heel and went and what's really sad is Sancho actually passed the defender, which means it would have fallen right in front of him if he timed his run right. But it hit
Mm-hmm.
the back of his heel
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, 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 yeah. I know what you're talking about.
it's like Bruno. It's like a lose-lose. That's why when he scored a goal, I was like, you know what? Finally, you had to just do it yourself in the
Oh,
end
I'm
because
happy that he. Come on now, yeah,
no, I mean like because it was thankless, right? He kept
yeah,
like making attempts. It's a
yeah.
thankless job because if it doesn't come off, you go,
No, no,
oh,
no. I
he made
get
a
that, but
wasted
it's also
pass.
like sometimes when we're like either in a position where we have ball, we kind of often lose it too quickly.
Mhm.
So that's all that's my only criticism when it comes to him. But if he works more, he has still worked a lot on that. I just would say like this game wasn't like the best that I've seen of him, and I rate Bruno very highly. I love the guy, but I have to like be honest and say like I wasn't 100% pleased with his performance, and but he
That's
scored
fair.
a
That's
goal. I'm
fair.
happy.
I'd give him 7. Like even just to round it off,
Yeah,
give him a 7 because did you see the look on his face after he scored the goal? He was like, dude, what do I gotta do? He had that look on his face, like I had to just basically score my own goal. Because like I've been trying, dude. I've been like giving Garnacho. Garnacho's
yeah,
not losing the ball. He gave a couple of passes to Rashford, but Rashford touches were bad, and Fofana cleaned it off. And
yeah.
what do I gotta do, man? I'm just gonna, run into the box. See, nutmeg Fofana. Fofana got really mad, like a little child, decided to stamp on his foot as he ran past him. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna take it. And he was like, okay. At that
Okay,
every celebration, he was like, and then he's just like walked away. He was like, I'm tired, dude. I
huge
just
people. Yeah,
he was
no,
like, I'm
I'm not
tired. Just
hearing it.
get me. He was like, get me out of here. I'm tired. This
Yeah,
is a very exhausting game for me. I'm like, just get me out. I
I
tried
get
so
it.
hard today. And even like, he went like walked up to De Gea when he got subbed. He was like, you know what? Keep it, dude. Like I'm out. See you later. He's
Yeah, I
just
love it
fed
because
up
I was
today.
like, thankfully, it wasn't like Maguire getting it. I was like, yeah, the hair, you take it.
Yeah,
You take
because
it.
De Gea is the one who lost the captaincy, right? Because he spoke out when we had a really bad performance, and that's how Harry Maguire became captain. People think Harry Maguire was given the captaincy. He was not.
Right.
David De Gea made a public interview about saying we are basically crap. Glazers didn't like it and asked Ole to change the captain. He wasn't our captain. Like people think that he was given our captaincy. I'm like, no, he wasn't.
Ooh, pick up
David
any
De Gea
sports
spoke
TV.
out. David De Gea spoke out on it and he didn't like it. The Glazers, I guess, didn't like it. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, being the person who's trying to join everything together, was like, you know what, we're going to take the heat out of you, David. We're going to put the captaincy on this guy, 80 million and all that.
Yeah,
Not
look
the
what
best
that gave
idea,
us.
but
But
that's
yeah,
what happened.
let's keep on. What about Eriksen?
It was a lovely cross. You know that Bruno Ericsson have sorry, Casemiro and Ericsson have a real proper connection. They really
They do.
do.
They do. He
It
kind
was
of
beautiful.
you
That was
know
a
you
beautiful
notice that we've
sequence.
been
You know?
scoring some set pieces here and there this season,
Yeah.
and Casemiro has been getting them. I've noticed. Hmm.
He scored the other one against Chelsea too in extra time and
Yes,
Stamford
yes,
Bridge.
yes. He did. He
I
did.
don't know. I think that was Luke Shaw with the cross, though, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
think, yeah, 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 yeah. But Luke Shaw
And
also
Luke Shaw,
sometimes, you know,
Luke Shaw has that thing with Casemiro too. He's looking for Casemiro.
yes,
I've noticed that. He's
I do
also doing
like
that
Luke
now.
Shaw's crosses as well.
Yeah.
He does have a good mean streak to him.
So I would give Eriksen a 6. He kind of disappeared
Yeah,
after that.
that is kind of like a running team. I would say a 6 as well. Um, but
I
as I
think
said,
I think I think I think we are too. I think when it comes to Eriksen, Eriksen is a very smooth player,
mm-hmm,
and I think we are too frantic when we have the ball. Because everyone's trying to do like a skill, everyone's trying to do a Hollywood pass, everyone's trying to cut
yep,
in and shoot. There's
yep,
no like swing it left, swing it right, like
yeah,
pass it around.
mm-hmm.
Like everyone's just trying to do something. So you know what? Basically, Ericsson today, I noticed, like, you know what, Casemiro, you go ahead, dude. I'll sweep with Lindelof and Varane. Like, you go ahead, dude, because these people are doing mad things over here. So I'm just going to stand here. You do whatever you want. I'll sweep today.
I'll
That's
sweep.
what
I'll be the
he actually
sweeper.
swept. If you noticed, Casemiro was the one moving forward more. He actually did fall back and help Varane and Lindelof more. That's why you wouldn't have noticed him today. I noticed Eriksen was way behind Casemiro today. So
No, I
it
that
worked out. Can't
you're
complain.
not wrong. Oh, you know that. You know when Martial scored and then that assist by Sancho, but
Yeah.
that no look
The
pass
no
type
look.
cross from
Oh, he
Casemiro,
was
I
he
was
was
like,
he was like this. Did you see the front view with the
yeah,
zoom in?
yeah.
He
So
was
he
like
was
this.
like,
He was like this.
yeah.
And he used to. I was like,
Oh
what was
my
that,
god,
dude? I was like, okay,
I
settle down.
loved it. I
But he was
loved it.
mad or something. Like someone
And
stole
then
his
when they
lunch money. He was like
replayed it
this.
and they showed his face, he was like, you know, when you're like, I'm
Oh,
trying not to look, but
I
I
have
was
to
like,
see
I
where the
love
ball
this
goes so I
guy.
don't look like a fool. So I don't look
He,
like a fool when I pass. I was
oh,
like, okay.
but we need to talk about Casemiro. We need to talk about it.
Is it time yet?
It is time now. Time is now. Go ahead.
What?
Floor is yours, brother.
I
Talk about
think
that.
I think it's very safe to say
Mm-hmm.
that Casemiro has been the unsung hero of our last 2 weeks. And
Oh
when
yeah,
I
yeah,
when
yeah,
I
yeah,
say
yeah.
unsung hero, I don't mean because he scored the winner at Bournemouth
No, no,
and
no, no.
then
But also
started
other
off here.
stuff
I
that he
mean,
does as
he
well.
has just taken the red cards in stride, decided to back himself again because there was a couple of matches where he refused to tackle anybody as much as he could. And the last couple of days, he was just, you know, picking up. It culminated at Bournemouth. It came to fruition today at Chelsea. And I think he's ready to go for the City game personally. Like he's going to be up for it personally. Like he's in that stride where everything is working well
You
for
know
him
what?
timing wise.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, like there's been other games where I've been like a bit like infuriated with not infuriated, that's not the a little bit like, he's been a little bit underwhelming. Like we know like the standard that he set for himself throughout the season, at least up until maybe even the first suspension. And when he came back from the first suspension, like he still was really good. But the second suspension, I really feel like definitely kind of took a toll on him for a
Shook him.
while,
It
and
shook him. It shook him
it
because
shook
he's
him.
like he goes from no red cards to two in
Yes. And
4 months.
that's
Like
completely understandable. So it took him a little bit a while to click into, to get into to gear and whatnot. So
yeah, I
I agree
agree.
with you. I think he will be up for it for sure in that Manchester derby. We need Ten Hag and Sir Alex Ferguson to be like showing them video clips of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with the match winner in the Champions League. When we won the treble, and be like, this is what this is what we still want to have, and make sure that City will not do this. That's all I'm gonna
I
say.
think you know what I think, not to sound negative again, but but
It's
this
fine.
is really what I feel. I
Go ahead.
feel if our players lose but show up, they can hold their heads high for a good
Yeah,
season.
one hundred
But
percent.
if they capitulate, we
That's
know
something I will not
that
forgive.
we need. No, it's not even that, Sophia.
I ain't forgiving
It's
that.
then we know. No, but you can forgive it, and I'll tell you why.
I
Because
ain't
then
forgiving
they're
that.
not you. No, I'll tell
Okay,
you
now I'm
why.
doing
Because
too
then
much. I'm sorry. I'm hangry now. Go ahead.
no,
Go ahead.
I agree what you're saying, but they're not used to it, so you can understand why they would. But
I
if
get
they
you.
would, we just got to come to the conclusion that a lot of these players should not be in our club,
Oh,
and we don't know how many
100%.
years. We don't know how long it will take to get rid of all of them, but we have to start getting rid
But a
of all
lot
of
of
them.
them would be on like
Yeah,
now they're on
yeah.
borrowed
Like
time.
you got
Like
to loan to buys, loan. However you get rid of
one.
them, you got to get rid of them.
However, if you need to
Yeah,
terminate contracts, you do that
yeah,
to some of them.
yeah. So and I mean,
I agree with you, Nathan.
some of the favorite players are going to go. That's for
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
They're just going to go. And I think the FA Cup final, win or lose, is going to be a lesson one way or the other.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
One way, if we win, it's going to be we have turned the corner. We are used to being where we are in these big matches against these big teams at these big moments. And if we lose, we have to go. We're not there yet, but now it's time we make that step up where we go to the late stages of every competition. We at least try to stay in the title challenge till New Year, maybe February, maybe March. It's we have taken that next step
Yes.
inside. Even though we'll be disappointed because of the cup loss, we have still
Yes.
taken that personal step up to
Yes.
improve our team.
Yes.
So I think either way we'll get a lesson out of it, which I'm looking forward to. Hopefully we win.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do that. Yeah.
100%. Just want to give a shout out to At a Time podcast. He's gonna be on my stream tomorrow for we're basically gonna do like a preview for all the last games of the season, not just Man
Oh,
United. So we're just
cool.
gonna talk. Yeah, yeah. So he's gonna
Is the
be
At a
there.
Time podcast? He supports or she
Chelsea.
supports.
He
Oh
supports
boy.
Chelsea. He said that this is why he
Hard
says
luck,
tomorrow's
sir.
stream is going to
Hard
be
luck.
fun. Yeah.
Hard luck. Can I join
Yeah,
in?
yeah, yeah.
Can I do a little and then leave?
If you want to, hey.
A little, just a little. I'll
We
give you
also
a
will
little
have an
clue.
Arsenal
I'll give
fan
you
as
a little
well.
clue. I'll give you a little clue at a time podcast. Let's call it a Mudryky. Like a Spursy Mudryky. You know, just a, just a little bit.
Okay, I love that.
Not too
By the way,
much.
somebody in the okay, you will die. You know
Hurricane
Cucurella, right?
joke.
Cucurella,
Oh
right?
boy. Yeah.
Cucumberella.
Oh, that's not great. Oh, yeah.
Huh?
I heard someone call him sideshow slob.
Simpson reference. Oh my god.
Ah, that's
No.
rough. You know what?
Oh,
Normally people would say that hair is nice, but I'm not going to lie. He does look like a bit of a Simpsons character.
but I
That's why I think
wish
the
I had
the
his hair. I'm
sideshow
trying to
slob
grow out
thing.
my hair to be his. So if I'm gonna look like a sideshow Bob character,
Yeah,
yo,
but I
okay,
don't think he. I
he
mean
doesn't.
the hair itself looks nice, but I don't think it
No,
goes
I
with his
think that's a
face.
stretch because
You know what I
usually
mean?
people be calling, Hannibal Mabry is more
Yeah,
sideshow Bob. But I would think
yeah,
his hair is beautiful, but it
yeah.
does
No,
resemble
no, the
him,
hair. Yeah, the hair itself is lovely. I just don't think they have the face for it. If that makes sense.
I agree with you. I see it.
The hair
But wait,
itself is beautiful because it just bounces. It's
oh
lovely.
yeah,
But
I'm just like, yo,
I mean,
give
I
me.
couldn't do that in India. I couldn't do that in India. But yeah,
But
it's
hey,
it's nice hair.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just if they can trade with me, we good, we good. But regardless, we didn't give Casemiro like a
We
full
didn't do the
rating.
attack. Straight fives for all of them.
Oh, wait, we
There
didn't
you
we
go.
didn't I didn't catch your Casemiro
No,
rating.
Casemiro. Yeah, so I'm gonna give him a 9. I think he's ready to
Same.
go.
I feel like we've been
I think
pretty
I
in
think the
line
only
with.
thing I think the only thing that would be perfect was if he hit that long ranger 3 minutes later after his goal, where we had this wonderful team move where people were overlapping and everything was going everywhere. And I was like, okay, I was like, where's this ball going? Like even I was like, and then suddenly Casemiro comes from nowhere and smashes it. I was like, and when I first saw it, I was like, is that a goal? Because he kept, I don't know if you remember this, but he kept running. Like, you know how you score, you run off to the side. I'm like, did he score that goal? I was like, no. I was like, okay. Because I thought I was the only one who thought he didn't score the goal. And he was like just running past everyone. I was like, okay.
Oh yeah,
Then
the
no one
goal he
else.
scored.
No, I'm talking about that's curler, the side footer.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
just went past the bar. It just
Ah,
went past the bar from outside the box. You know,
oh
there was
yeah,
this
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
madness happening in the box. And
Oh
then the
yeah,
ball
yeah, yeah,
came
yeah,
out and
yeah,
he was
yeah,
outside
yeah,
and he just
yeah.
curls, opens his foot and just curls it straight. And I was like, why is no one celebrating? Is this a goal? Is this not a goal? Like, I'm so confused because of
Yeah,
the
one of
angle
those.
and
You're like,
everybody in the because everyone's basically in front of the goal. So the view is like you can't make out if it's hitting the side netting or because it's net, right? So you can't make out if it's gone in or not. And I was
yeah,
like, okay.
no, I see that. So 9, I give him a 9 as well. Is there anybody else that we didn't mention in the
Yeah, only
midfield?
the attack we have not mentioned.
Yeah, okay, good. The attacks for you. You said 5 for all of them?
I gotta give Anthony a 5, man. That 3-on-1 thing really put me off. You want to talk about Bruno being
I can
frustrating?
give it
This
a 5
this
as well.
left this left footer thing, this left foot thing is bothering me so much. Like for certain passes, you can give him a pass, but like the
Mm-hmm.
3-on-1 thing it's inexcusable. It's inexcusable that he couldn't make that pass with his right foot.
Yeah,
Wasted so much time when we were 3-on-1. That would have put the game off. We would have been done there. That was still in the first half. The game would have been over. We kept eating that pressure then, and then Havertz missed the header and stuff. It's like, you got to be clinical, otherwise people are going to make us pay. They're going to make us pay. It's dangerous.
exactly. We have to sort that out. But yeah, I will say 5
Ma-
as well. What
I give
about
Martial,
Sancho?
I give Martial a 6.
Okay, Martial 6. He did score, so
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, he got a goal. It was a nice goal. He showed that killer instinct. He made that
Yeah,
run.
yeah, yeah.
Because when
I'll
you
say
look at
6.
it from the view they show us the match, you can't really tell. You don't really know what's going on. But
Yeah.
then he like pops out of nowhere into the screen, taps the ball, and you're like, good goal,
Yes.
good goal.
Good goal. Hey, 6.
Bad
Sancho?
touch, bad
That,
touch
yeah.
in the first 25 minutes. His touch was, I have to say, I never ever thought
Yeah,
I'd be saying that about him.
I
But his touch
know.
was
That's
terrible.
very
His
unlike
touch
him.
was
I agree.
That's just terrible. Shock. It was actually quite shocking to me. Like, say what you want about his injuries and stuff, but like the,
Yeah, but
the
that,
touch, it
yeah, I
was like
also was kind of like, brother, come on now, for God's sake. Like, clean
touch.
your boots. Like, do something. I don't know what is happening, but come on now.
Same sponsors, Gallagher. Maybe I don't know what's going on here.
Maybe. Sancho?
You know what? I'll be kind to Sancho today. He made a nice. He made a filthy pass to Martial.
I'll give him
I'll
a
give
6.
him. I'll give him a 6.5. I'll give him a 6.5 today. I think
Maybe even a
his
7.
rating
I was thinking 6.
greatly improved after he got pushed to the right. I think I was going to give him a
Yes.
5 even with
Oh, yeah,
with the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
assist.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
When he
was going to give
got
him
pushed
5
to the
with the
right,
yeah. I was going
he,
to give him a
he
5 with the assist because not
yep.
walking past Aspilicueta is inexcusable to me. I don't care. I don't care. I was going to give him a 5. Like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, if you can't run around this guy, we're screwed. We're screwed. You're not running past Kyle Walker, but you can be as hopeful as you want. You ain't running past Kyle Walker if you can't run past this guy. I don't care how fast people say you are. It's not happening. So
Okay.
it,
Rashford?
it's not. Can you picture him running past Kyle Walker? I can't.
Yeah, I need
I
Ganacho for
can't.
that, man. Wait, no, Ganacho is the left. Wait, you?
Yeah, he is on the left. Yeah,
He's on the left.
but he's not gonna.
Ganacho,
But he's
Ganacho.
not gonna. Oh, you know what? He might start because of Anthony now. Ooh, is Sancho gonna play on the right against Fulham? Test it out.
You
Could be
know
good.
what? Wouldn't be a
Could be
bad team
good.
to have him tested out.
Could
Hmm.
work.
Yeah, let Sancho play on the right.
Who's on the left hand side for Fulham? Anthony Robinson. He's the left back, the American guy.
I think so. I'm not completely
Is
sure.
he the left back?
I think it might be the case. But once again, I'm not sure.
Because
We'll see.
because right back is Tete, right? Kenny Tete from France. I mean from the French league.
Yes, yes.
I think it is Anthony Robinson actually.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna see if you can run past him too. I guess. What else can you do? I
Okay,
mean, we're gonna
Rash.
see. We're gonna see
Yeah.
if he's more comfortable running past people around on the right hand side. That's what I meant
Yeah,
to
yeah,
say
no, no,
by
no.
running.
I
Yeah,
see that. We
could
will see.
work.
We will see. Rashi.
I mean, he should have put that in, and Bruno should have got that assist instead of whatever that
Yeah.
weird sequence was. Because he literally squared it to him, and he took again. He also took long, take a
6.
shot from dead range. I'd give him a 6.
I'll
It
give him
from
6.
point blank range. He took a touch. It was really weird. He took a touch on point blank range instead of just smashing it. I mean, goal's a goal, but
But it's
again,
still
it
6.
worry
Overall,
it
like,
worries you. 6.
it's 6.
couldn't run past. He was struggling to get around Fofana though. Even Bruno was trying to feed him through. He was struggling
Yes.
to get around him.
Yep.
Might have to play more. I think he's going to have to play more minutes against Fulham. He's going to have to get back into match shape. Otherwise, he's
You
going to
know
struggle
what?
against City.
Yeah.
I think he's
Yeah.
going to play. I think he's going to play again Fulham. I have a feeling we're going to play him in Fulham.
Might need to have him start that
I think we.
actually.
I think we. I think we have to play him in
Or
Fulham. He
what?
needs the warm up.
Nacho on the left.
Sancho
Or
on the
what?
right. Or Palestri on the right. Why not? Let's go crazy. It's Fulham. Who cares?
I actually want Palestri to just start on the right and just have a madness of a game.
And what about Casemiro and Kobe Mainu in the midfield?
Ooh, come on now.
Kobe
Maybe
Mainu.
McTominay can have it. Maguire can start. Go ahead. Varane need to sit this one out. Sit this one out, brother. Dallo, you can start as well. Go ahead. Tio says, "Hey, let's not get too crazy here." What? This is a Chelsea supporter,
Come
by the
on,
way.
Theo. Think about all the good times we'll have with Menu in the midfield and Palestri
Yeah,
on the
might as
right.
well. Why
Come on,
not? Malacia
we'll
can
have
play left back. Yeah. Oh,
Malacia
speaking of
plays left
Malacia,
back, says hello to Dan James, that kind of thing.
yeah.
Be fun.
Why not? Bring
You
it.
only live
Yeah.
once, right?
Hey, we only once. But Malacia, I mean, he did get 45 minutes. So what did he
I'll
do?
give him a solid 7. I liked that he's
He
very
kept his
hot and
own.
cold. He's
Yeah.
very hot and cold, but I would say today he was really good. I mean,
Yeah.
for what he did, he was really good today. I thought he was quite disciplined.
Yeah. I agree. Well, there you have it. There we go.
Are we
The
missing
others,
anyone? Fred and McTominay, nobody
I didn't
cares.
didn't play
Are we
that
missing anyone
much,
else?
so I'm like, yeah, you know.
I mean, McTominay almost scored. I was telling people on stream, if McTominay scores against you, I'm going to roast you because right now I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling bad, but if he comes off the bench and scores on you like Alvarez did the other day, I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. I have to go in on you. I
Yeah.
know it. I know it's like
And we
beating a
keep
dead
calling it a
horse.
day now. Yeah.
And McTominay, seriously, hit it straight at the goalkeeper instead of the whole goal was there. He hits it straight at the goalkeeper at the near post. And the Choppers is like, I would take McTominay over Vegas. I was like, hmm,
Yeah,
would
Choppers would
you?
have been here, but he wasn't able
Would
to.
you? I
But
was like,
but but
Choppers, would you? McTominay tap
yeah, we need to
in,
talk about
hits it straight to the
yes.
goalkeeper.
You know
Like,
what?
would you have taken him
Would
over
you?
Vegas?
But yeah. But guys,
Why
we
didn't
need to
Vegas
end this.
come
I'm
on?
super hungry. Vigors?
Yeah, why didn't he come on? Is he going to play
I
for Fulham?
I
I guess
don't
he's going
know.
to play for Fulham, isn't he?
Maybe let him play against Fulham. Why not?
Can you
Yeah, maybe
imagine if he
that's the
scores a
case.
hat trick? Can you imagine if he scores a hat trick?
That
Can
would
you
be funny.
imagine if he has wingers that cross the ball to him and he scores? Then you have to look at Anthony and Sancho, don't you? You have to actually look at them and go,
We might need to. Hey, I'll have to bring you on for the match reaction then, and we'll
no,
have a
but think about,
conversation.
but genuinely think about it. If he gets on the scorecard with wingers that aren't Anthony and Sancho, then
Yeah,
is that true? Is that he just needed proper wingers to help him score goals? Oh my God, this
let's
is going to
hold
be a
on to that.
fun. This is going to be a fun final game, especially if Vegas scores. It's going to be a fun
Let
game.
him. I feel like, what if Vigor scores in the FA Cup final?
Oh, you know who's going to get roasted first.
Yeah,
I'm going to
that
go.
would be
Wout
funny though.
Saint Patrick. Wout Saint Patrick, the ghost, the Danish ghost. I mean, no, the Dutch ghost. Like,
Yeah,
let's
he's
go.
Dutch. He's
Wout
Dutch.
Saint Patrick, baby.
Well, that's funny. Tolumba says, I spoke to Avram Glacier in the afternoon. He told me Qatar are their preferred choice. You sure?
Today I feel Qatari.
I cannot
I'm
wait.
telling you, every time I see that clip, right, you think you'd get used to how stupid he sounds, but you don't. You think you
You
would
don't
because you're
because
you're ready for
that's
it.
why it's so funny, man. Because it's
No, that's
dumb.
what I'm saying. But you think you'd be over it, right? Like watch
Oh,
it
you'll
again and
never
again.
be over
Every
it.
time you see how serious he is on his face, and he goes
Yeah. And he said other mad stuff as
Qatari.
well.
He pauses. He goes, today I feel
Today I feel a
Qatari, and I'm like,
Qatari. That's what I see.
why
Today I
did you?
feel
First of all,
a
why did you
Qatari.
pause? Why did you pause though? That's weird. You're in Qatar. Why do you have to pause to say Qatari? That's strange. That you had to pause to say Qatari.
Hey,
It's like,
It
The
is what it
weird
is.
fellow.
But yeah,
Weird fellow.
fam, we gotta end it here. My tummy is saying, Soph, you gotta have a late night snack right now.
Damn.
But people, it's been a nice
20.
match reaction. We did it. I mean, me and Nathan said, we said, hey, the job will be done. Champions League. Nathan, I don't know about you, but I'm excited to be hearing the champions. Do, 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 do,
Oh,
do, do.
oh, thank God. I thought you were talking about Inter Milan for a second. I was like, oh,
Oh
God,
no,
not
I'm talking
again.
about us. I'm talking about us.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, thank
And
God.
then for Liverpool to be hearing, oh,
I don't even know what the Europe.
oh.
I'll be honest here. I don't even know what the Europa League sounds like.
That is this. That is.
Is
It
that what
actually
it is?
slaps. So it's
Oh,
yeah.
so
It's a
that's
vibe,
what
but
that's
that's
why Expressions keep singing it. I was like, why does he
yes,
keep
because
singing
that's
that
the tune.
song? Oh my God.
It's the thing is though, they really haven't even been putting that much thought into the Conference League because it's the exact same song. Conference League and the Europa
Is
League.
it?
Yes, I know. They haven't even made its own tune for Conference League. It's the
Hey, you
exact
know
same
what,
song as Europa
Sophia?
League.
We won't know how it feels because the lowest we have ever finished is sixth.
Oh yeah.
So,
No, no. Come on now. We know. But I still will laugh
oh,
at Liverpool
oh,
because they were
oh, hold
saying,
on.
"Oh, we're gonna get the
Six. No, no,
Champions
but
League."
sixth with 60 points. Some people don't even make it to 50.
Yeah. Also, one last thing that I want to say. Big up Luca. Great show. Thank you. Thank you. Big up to Lumba. Big up everybody. Y'all dope.
Columba.
I want to if we win against Fulham, just let's say we win against Fulham. And if Arsenal lose, we will be only 6 points behind
6 points
Arsenal.
away from them. Yeah. No, you don't. But you don't understand, Sophia. We've got bigger fish to fry. We have it all in our hands. You know, you got nothing
Exactly.
in your hands, dude.
Nothing.
Empty,
The fish
empty.
was overcooked. How about that? It was a goldfish as well. Okay? Not edible. Or is goldfish edible? I wouldn't eat it. I
I
wouldn't
mean,
advise it.
who would want to eat a goldfish anyway?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. They no, like
I
it's
don't think it would be. I don't think it would be a good enough meal, would it?
I
Just a
wouldn't do that.
goldfish.
I wouldn't do that.
Uh,
I wouldn't advise it. But hey, if we do, oh, the match reaction is gonna be good. If we do, oof. Because I actually
I
have
mean,
planned to do a stream next week. Like, who's had a
with
better
Arsenal
season,
fans,
Man United or Arsenal? Okay,
I mean,
uncomfortable conversations.
quite honestly, I don't think even Arsenal fans would say Arsenal, would they?
Some would.
Like, but what would they say? They finished second,
Yeah, but we
and
we we
but like
gave
they didn't make
City
they if like
an
if they
honest
make
fight. We
no, I
we
get
we
that, but like
fought
even if they
against
made
City.
like a no, I get that, and that is quite fair. But I feel like if they at least went to like a cup final, you can make that argument that they could have had a better season. We have made two cup finals and a quarterfinal at the Europa, and we finished 6 points behind you, even though we were way behind you.
Yes, we were.
I don't know in January.
Yes.
So I was like, did you really have the better season than us if you're only 6 points away from us with no trophies at all?
Yep. Yep.
I honestly think I don't think Arsenal fans would say that. I genuinely think I know
Where
they have
I'm
that.
telling you, I've been watching so many streams. There's a lot of people that definitely would be like, yeah, you're mad for saying that United have had a better season. I'm telling you. That's why that's why I planned I'm gonna be doing a stream. We might invite an Arsenal fan or two and just have a chop. We'll just chop it up. It might get ugly, but we'll try. You know?
Be kind, be kind,
Yeah,
kind
when
to
when
them.
I'm in the host mode, I am kind, but I still have moments where I'd be like, yep, yep, little jab here and there. We'll see. My dad said that we were gonna lose 2-1 to Chelsea, but he's a hater.
What does your dad think about Thai? Have you ever showed your dad Thai's clips from AFTV?
No, I haven't. I don't know. He knows
Oh, you
about
gotta
like
show
rugby,
him.
but I don't know. I don't think
You gotta show
into
him
Thai.
Thai. He
I
said
have
something
to. Yeah, yeah.
crazy. Didn't
Thai,
he say
bless his
something
heart.
crazy
But
last week? Didn't he say
what did he
something
say?
crazy last week? Yeah,
What
I
did he say?
think it was something about Man City, right? Like they were not the better team. Uh, somebody should have gotten a red card in our game. Somebody was on a yellow card and he should have been sent off after a foul. I'm like, even if you beat Man City in both games, you'd get 6 points. You're still losing by 10. And
Because what happened in
he's
the
like City
Southampton
aren't the
league?
champions. City aren't the best in the league. I'm like, bro, like, is this an act or are you that stupid? Like, which one
No,
is it? Because I sometimes think it's an act because some things he says, it's like it doesn't even make sense. Like, whatever fan you are, doesn't make sense. And then he says these kind of things. It's like this has to be an act. He's not that slow. He's not that slow. Like, this has to be some kind of act where he riles up fans to frustrate them.
no, 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 no. I because I've been seeing, like I do see like a AFTV sometimes here and then. DR
He
Sports when
pissed
it
off.
came
He
to
pissed off Cecil and Robbie, right? Because he didn't want
what
to admit that. Yeah, because he didn't want to admit that Brighton were the better team. Because De Zerbi did a knee slide and he got pissed off about that. He's like, "Who's this De Zerbi? Who's this De Zerbi?" I'm like, "What's that got to do with anything? You lost 3-0. De
bless your
Zerbi is the
heart.
guy who beat you 3-0. That's who De Zerbi is. What is this? Who is De Zerbi? You have to watch that. Who is De Zerbi? Is brilliant. I
Oh
don't
my, wait,
respect
wait,
him
wait. I think
because
I heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
yeah, he's like, I don't respect him because he did a knee slide. I'm like, what happens when Arteta goes like that to the fans? Is that okay?
Exactly.
It's okay because he's your coach.
I'm
No,
telling
it
you,
was
no, 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 no. Get out of here. But yeah, no, 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 no. We might do a show and whatnot though on that. So
mad.
next week we're gonna be doing some funny shows and whatnot. So I'm gassed. But
Got some time to kill from next week.
yeah, it's gonna be like my team of the season, flops of the season, stuff like that, and also Europa League watch along because why not? So yeah,
I
but
know.
yeah, Nathan, where can the people find you?
So guys, you can follow me on Sportsnut Nathan. That's the YouTube channel. That's the handle right there. It's Nathan DeMello on Twitter. Or you can just go on my YouTube and just click on my Instagram or Twitter links. That's much easier. This is just much more simpler of doing it. And yeah, thank you, Sophia, for having me. I'm looking
No problem.
forward to chopping it up with a lot of your panelists. I've not got the opportunity. You normally do previews with them. If
Yep.
you ever need someone else to add to join you, I would love to join you and mix it
Okay.
up with other people.
Awesome. Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah, for
I'd
sure.
like to like Maisie and of course Anfield Uncle Rods. I want to hear his explanation of how Liverpool weren't going to drop any points and we were going to be out of.
We will be
We'll
there.
be there. Yeah. Yes.
In the words of Pep.
We'll be there.
Do you care though? Who?
We will be there.
PSG? Maybe?
We will be there. We'll be there.
This guy is just bless his heart. But I need to see him. I need to see his shocked face when Man United win the FA Cup final.
He was very complimentary on Deserby. Did you hear what he said about
Yeah, I heard
Deserby?
him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very, very kind
Yep,
about. You
yeah,
know
yeah,
what?
yeah.
I have to give it to Pep. Like he can sound obnoxious, but I feel like that's because he's English is a second language. The Spaniards talk in a certain way,
No, but he
and then
still has moments where he can be giving
yeah,
credits
yeah,
and
yeah,
whatnot. Like
yeah,
he done that
yeah,
with
yeah.
Ten
Yeah,
Hag as
yeah.
well.
He
They used
says
to
he
work
says
together.
math. He
So
said math thing. He says math things. But I was very impressed by the compliment he gave Deserby, which is he basically said he's one of the most influential managers in the
yes,
world right
yes,
now.
exactly.
And we have Ty who goes who is Deserby because he did a knee slide. So who would you listen to? Is what I would say. But
I
anyway,
actually really rate De Zerbi. I think De Zerbi has done a wonderful job, and
would
I
you say?
definitely will
Would you
be.
say? Would you say he deserves it?
I heard that before, and that's funny still.
It is right because his name literally sounds like
I
Deserby.
know.
So
That is
Deserby.
hilarious. No, 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 no. I actually do love me some good dad jokes. It's funny, man. It's funny. But yeah,
You're old
guys, we
enough,
are
you can pull
out.
off a dad joke.
What?
I said if you're old enough, you can pull off a dad joke without being a father.
100%. Come on now. Dad joke? Yo. No, I remember COVID era. I was like, there's like clips on YouTube, like it's a YouTube channel called All Def that made like dad jokes. Like they actually had
Yeah.
like a game. So I was watching all of it during lockdown, all of it. And now they have like, they brought it back, but they have it like where it's kind of like, a knockout where, if you laugh, you get knocked out.
Yeah. Okay.
And one,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
it-
Got it.
it's funny, man. It's funny. And then I try to also play along to see if I cannot laugh, but sometimes they get
Yeah.
me,
Of course. You do that. Yeah. Of course.
So yeah, but guys, we are off. I'm gonna be back tomorrow for a basically preview for not just Man United but all the games for the last games
You
of the
can
season
you
on
can do a
Sunday.
watch. You're gonna do a watch long, right? It'll be like what 5:30 there.
Yeah, I'll do a watch
5:30,
along. I'm
right?
gonna
Or
do a
something.
watch along. I'm gonna do match reaction. So if you're free to hop on the match reaction, we chop it up, and hopefully we'll see a Vigor's hat trick. That would be, oh God, let's put it into that would be hilarious. I would love that. But
It'll
yeah,
be hilarious. It'll be very hilarious for me and not so hilarious for a certain other person.
no,
So
it will
that will
still
be
be good
really
because
fun.
you will still like that would be happy. Everybody would be like,
Would
why
they
would
though?
well they
Would they
should?
though?
How we
Sophie, so
for
come on,
me,
Sophie,
I
come
don't
on.
really care about
You
who
know there are
scores like
people. You know there are people.
yeah,
You
there's
know there
some
are people
people
who
with
aren't going to be
agendas
happy
which
about.
is mad, but like, come on now. If he gets a hat trick, that would be good for our team. But
Is it
I
going to
see
be
what you're
good for
saying.
our team if we re-sign him? You know,
Okay.
give him
We
the.
might end it here. Yeah, so okay. Bye everybody. I'm back tomorrow. Yes.
So mean,
Preview
so
at
mean,
8 p.m. UK.
so
Bye-bye.
mean.
Like, share, subscribe. We're not that far away from 2K subscribers, like 300 subscribers, less from that. So it would be great if we could do it soon. But thanks for being here, and we out. I gotta go and eat. I'm so hungry. Bye-bye. See you soon.
Are you all right? Yes. No, you are all left.